I got news flash for you. I'ma bring it down for you. I know you're lonely and you're looking for someone new. He don't treat you right, no. He don't treat you the way that he should. Cause I know that you're lonely and you're looking for someone new. He don't treat you right, no. He don't treat you the way that he should. You gon' call him up and he won't answer for you. You gon' ring him up and he gon' ignore. He be with everybody else, but he leaving you at the fucking front door. I would never do that to you. I can never leave you behind. Baby, you need someone new who isn't gonna waste your time. Oh. Baby, you should know you got options. I could be the one who called him. I could be the one who got you. So tell me why the fuck you stalling? Baby, I know you want someone to tell you that you always been right. But baby, I got news flash for you. I'ma bring it down for you. I know you're lonely and you're looking for someone new. He don't treat you right, no. He don't treat you the way that he should. Cause I know that you're lonely and you're looking for someone new. He don't treat you right, no. He don't treat you the way that he should. I'm just waiting in line. Nothing is forever. Don't think I got too long. I'm just taking a number. Quit the 9 to 5, now I'm working 9 to 9. Quit the smoking, I really fucking miss the high. So I got back on road, was for the red eyes. Used to fucking hate, so I cannot sympathize. And I had to take so much shit to realize everybody want a piece if you play it right. Oh, a girl calling me like I'm in the night. Like I'm sorry you just hit me at the worst time. Like I'm sitting home playing fucking Smash Bros. And I'm thinking I'm quite the hassle. I can't link up with you, baby, gotta pass it up. And you'll probably tell your friends that I'm not man enough. And I got some bands in OG that's from Canada or the West Side, I don't give a fuck. David Blaine disappear and act with the coke. I'm just waiting in line. Nothing is forever. Don't think I got too long. I'm just taking a number. I'm just waiting in line. got my photo. Sipping on my cup, got my photo. You know she love the camera. Snapping the picture the way she be moving, I love the camera. I'm sipping on my cup, got my photo. I've been blowing hard till my nose up. She think that she love me, she don't know that. Pass it to my boys, then we going out. I've been fucking hard in a shorty. I've been going hard, popping molly. I don't wanna hear another word. She be talking to me like I give a fuck, no. I just want that angle from that back end. I'ma zoom in, keep on clocking. I'ma hit the lights and then it's action. Oh yeah, baby, give it to me, dash. Sipping on my cup, got my photo. Sipping on my cup, got my photo. You know she love the camera. Snapping the picture the way she be moving, I love the camera. Sipping on my cup, got my photo. Sipping on my cup, got my photo. You know she love the camera. Snapping the picture the way she be moving, I love the camera. I just want that angle from that back end. I'ma zoom in, keep on clocking. I'ma hit the lights and then it's action. Oh yeah, baby, give it to me, dash. All this love like the movies do, yeah. If you want me to come through, sit my line and knock on through, yeah. I know what you want, baby, true shit. I know what you want, I got it. Who else gonna treat you like this, baby? Who else? Got a lot of other callers that be calling you every night, yeah. I know you wear a lot of different colors, every color looking so right, yeah. I don't wanna hold you down, but you sending all the signals I like, yeah. I don't wanna play these games that you wanna play, let me be straight, oh, yeah. You can meet me after your party. I'm not gonna tell nobody. When it's you and me, it's just you and me. I got them telling so no one else can see. Baby, what you got is something so unique. You just tell me and I'll give you what you need. No one else can supply all your fantasy. No, 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 yeah. Give you all this love like the movies do, yeah. If you want me to come through, sit my line and knock on through, yeah. I know what you want, baby, true shit. I know what you want, I got it. Who else gonna treat you like this, baby? Who else?
just got winning. I got the honey like winning. Popping these perks, I got plenty. And me and God, I feel dizzy. You are not here, you not with me. I just put on for my city. I'm spending these reds like I'm Diddy. I'm spending these red like I'm Diddy. On Ciara, just got winning. I got the honey like winning. Popping these perks, I get plenty. And me and God, I feel dizzy. You are not here, you not with me. I just put on for my city. I'm spending these red like I'm Diddy. Spending these red like I'm Diddy.
I just pulled up on my threat. Fuck credit, no debt. I do not hear what you said. I do not talk when in bed. I do not care about your ex. But she's saying that she with it. She snapping back and she fit it. Keep going till you hit the limit. I don't think I have a limit. I don't think I have an issue. Bitchin' like she in the center. I don't think I'm gonna miss you. I don't really wanna diss you, but you gotta get the fuck out. I've been all up in my city. She just wanna know what I'm about. I'm all about. She all about. Like we all about. I'm in chemical love when I'm home.
All right, I should be on. What's going on, everybody? Hold on, let me turn this thing down real. Let me move my whole setup real quick. Oh shit, this is gonna take a minute. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Shout outs to everybody in the building. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Never been a fan of the hills, and that I've never seen. Losing gravity and sense of time. They're both things that I'll never need. I've just been losing composure. Ball fist and red fist emotion. 15 labels on my shoulders. It's getting hard not to notice. Only want you to my own. There's no malice in my motive. Carry whatever you're holding. Even if I end up lonely, I'll do it, no motive. All because I want. You're like glass, I'm stone, but I can keep you on. I'll do it no more. All because you want. You're like glass, I'm stone, but you can keep me on. Never been a fan of this. Never been begging for summer. I always made the time to make time. Always overlook, play the words that you said. I could give you that again. Fist full of sheets and your sweat. I can keep you warm. I'll do it no more. All because you.
All right, we should be good. I am back. What's going on, y'all? It's Player Talk Radio. We on the couch today. Just sitting back, kicking it, enjoying the morning. I kind of been up all night, working on some stuff. Let me come inside real quick for a little bit. Give you guys some really good content. There's a lot of stories that have been going on lately. I cover them every often. I've been covering them every often, but I haven't been covering them fully like I used to because I'm working on a bunch of other different things. And hold on, y'all. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm working on a bunch of other different things. But even when I do like a lot of my I guess you could say my music shows where I'm like just messing around with whatever Groovebox or whatever, I still talk about some of those stuff, some of those things that's going on right now. I think that's how, I'm always going to give you some real game or some perspective on something, but we're going to be talking a little bit about the Ciara situation. If you guys don't know how this woman showed up on the red carpet, people was exaggerating it. Oh, she butt naked. She is butt naked, but then again, it's like, I seen worse, I seen worse. But at the same time, and I'm gonna look for it too, because I heard some women were going in on her too, so I want to get their thoughts in perspective. I might, you know what I might do? Because I have my laptop right here. I might just play the audio of what they're saying, because honestly, I don't want to get no more copyrights. I've been catching a lot of copyrights lately, y'all. And then I'm not the type of guy to just go live and just start sharing other people's videos and shit like that, and then turn around and tell you that's content and shit. So, I'm trying to figure something out real quick. But shout outs to everybody here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe on the way in. Hold on. I gotta catch up on some of these YouTube shows. Let me pick my laptop up real quick, y'all. Okay. Hold on. I wonder if I can. No, I'm not gonna do that. Not on today's show. Too much wires and cords, yo. Got endless wires and cords around here. You said peace to my solid Keisha as well. Shit. Some of y'all gonna learn. Every once in a while, you might, every once in a while, little Keisha might come in handy, man. Every other relationship, a little Keisha might come in handy. Hold on, y'all. All right. Give me 1 second. Always something. Always something. Something, especially with a cord, it's always some wrapped up ass cord. Hold on. Alright, this is probably better. Tales from the couch, y'all. That's better. No, you gotta get a little comfortable and shit. All right, hold on. Oh wow, what you call it? Chinsa said something. All right, let's. Before I say what I'm about to say, let's see what these other people got to say about it. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what this dude gonna say about it. Well, actually, no. I think I did. No, I didn't see that one. Oh shit, Kendra said something. Uh-oh. Damn, Coach Greg Adams said something, but they got full-fledged shows, man. Hold on, y'all. What are y'all thoughts? What's going on, Toya? You said 2 seconds. Right. Hold on. Oh, the brat said something too? Oh, Jesus Christ. Ain't you pregnant? Now that I'm looking for something, nothing's coming up. Like I seen it on Facebook. A whole bunch of women were dragging her over this shit. Hold on, y'all. Now nobody has a video on it, obviously, right? Well, anyway, show must go on. Let me talk to y'all while I'm looking for this foolishness. So basically, Ciara had on a she had on a it's like a blazer, but it wasn't a blazer. It's like basically it was a blazer, the top part. Bra on, the titties was on full sag, the titties were on sag mode. You know what I'm saying? And Ciara never really had an ass. But then when she turned around and stuff. And then the funny thing too, watching Ciara on this red carpet affair, because I was watching it, she looked a little bit nervous. Like, shit, I am butt naked. Like in front of all of these people taking pictures of her butt naked body. And it's like as Russell, I think, what should Russell say to her? Like, did you get it yet? Did you get what you want? Did you get the bullshit out your system? No, she didn't get the bullshit out her system. You understand what I'm saying? So now everybody knows what her goodies is like. She invited everybody to the body party. Who there? Damn, I thought I thought after a while. And we're going to talk about this too, because there's a trend that I think I spoke on years ago, and I spoke on it with Ciara, because I think I called this years ago, probably 2-3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And it's the same thing with what's her name, Megan Good. What's going on, Brownie Ellie? It's the same thing with Megan Good. When Megan Good didn't Megan was it Megan? Is it Megan Good? Megan Bad now. Hold on. What the hell is Cut talking about? Young Ma is dying? What? Oh, that's fucked up. Hold on, we gonna have to check this out. Shout outs to Cut to the Chase, man. Hold on. Guess them jokes about the age of dad. Yeah, it is Megan Good. Okay, I'm making sure. I don't want to get them mixed up. Everybody look the same, y'all. All right. It was the same thing with Megan Good and the dude that she was like. What is like? I want to ask y'all a serious question, cause I really want to know: do nice guys finish last? You know, especially in this case. You got Megan Good breaking up with her dude. He not a bad dude. He goes to church, you know, and it's not even. I don't even think it's about somebody being bad. I think it's, you know, I think these dudes, all of these dudes, I would say, they're a bit simpish, but they're not. It's not bad. It's not like they're simping on levels, which should put them in a fucked up situation. Dude Megan Good was with, all of these dudes are reasonable. Same dude that was it Tia Mowry, who she was with. Now Russell. And it goes to show, it's like, yo, when you actually get what you want, how you gonna act? You know, I think I threw that out there several times in these spaces. When you actually get what you want, how are you gonna act? To a certain degree, Megan got what she wanted. You know? Hold on. To a certain degree, Megan Good got what she wanted. And then realized that's not what she wanted. To a certain degree, Tia Mowry got what she wanted. And then realized, hey, it's not what I wanted. Who else? Now, it looks like Ciara's next. You know, attention from her man or Russell don't mean nothing like that anymore, does it? You know, now that she's locked in and stuff like that. And that's the thing too that I talked about in relationships, which is also very vital, y'all, is honestly, you got to ease into certain shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to ease into certain shit, you know, especially these titles that people put on people. Like, if you become a baby mama, a fiance, and a wife at the same time, you don't know which one to cling to, you know? I think even nowadays we're looking at people, even if they're married, you still got to ease people into certain things instead of just giving it to somebody because you're their husband or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I guess she don't think that she has to work for his trust or validation more because now she's his wife. I guess she doesn't believe that that his attention actually means anything from means anything to her, you know. And at the same time, she's getting older, which this still ain't no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these phases, to tell you the truth, especially if you're a Bible reader, you're supposed to have them with your man. Bar none. You're supposed to have them with your man. Go through that whole phase with your husband. If you're going through a menopausal phase, listen, ma'am, you're married. Go through that with your husband. The reason why, especially as a man and a woman, that you're supposed to go through all this other stuff. What's going on, Web? The reason why you have to go through this stuff and you have to do it with your significant other is so that you won't be a problem for the world. You won't be the world's problem. Okay? You wouldn't want attention from the world because you're not the world's problem. And sometimes when you simp too, sometimes your woman will still become the world's problem. That's why a lot of dudes will look at you. You know, what other man or woman should she want attention from? And if she can't pull the, well, I go to all your sporting events and I take care of our kids and blah, blah, blah. And she can't use the, oh, well, the red carpet is more of my thing because it's hip hop and music influenced. And then all that other sports stuff that I show up to fully dressed and on is more of your thing. How do you show up? And I'm going to tell you what's been going on with Ciara. Because I already know. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Raven? Pre-hormonal, the hormonal 304 phase coming, right? But you're supposed to have that with your husband. That's something that you share between you and your husband. Now, Ciara has been trying to, I don't know, maybe y'all can help me out with this. Shout out to Toya. Toya's in the chat. She can help me out with this. Where the hell do Ciara think she was when she left off in R&B or music? Like, where is she trying to, like, you know, like, and I talk to people about this a lot. Like, you know how people that, like, used to smoke, like, cigarettes or do some type of substance, right? When they were doing it at a long time, when you were smoking a lot of cigarettes or maybe doing whatever you're doing, right? When you did it at a time, it's like, yeah, I could smoke a whole pack a day. And then you stop for a long time. And then let's say you had a cigarette one time. And then you try to pick up where you left off and end up getting fucked up. Or you not, like, what? Like, my thing is it, I don't think it's the labels. I think this is her. Because a lot of artists, I'm going to tell you, when you meet them in person, especially R&B artists, I hate to say it like this, a lot of R&B artists are whack. For real. Like, the majority of R&B artists are whack. They don't write their songs, none of that shit. They don't live by any of that. It's clear as day she's trying to chase a carousel. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to be off the cock carousel. What are you chasing? Like, who would she want to get with in the industry now? There's like, what new nigga are you trying to impress that's in the industry? That's not like Russell or whatever, or got more money. I don't know. And I'm glad a lot of women are calling her out on this. She tried to get in the studio with a little ring on, a little jersey on, talking about some ladies, if you INDP, if you're independent, ease. That shit is so gimmicky. Like, it's gimmicky. All that shit is gimmicky that's targeted to women. When Cynthia G does her little soap selling commercial, ladies, it's like, ugh. It's disgusting. And I'm glad a lot of women backfired on her. She got this big ass ring, and women were like, bitch, why are you telling us to be single and do it by ourselves and all this other stuff? And we up here struggling, and we looking to you for instructions, and this is what you give us. This is what you give us. I don't even think she realizes that R&B singers can't do misogynist songs. I mean, not misogynist, misandrous songs anymore. Nobody wants to hear misandric rhetoric sung. They rather it rapped. If you're gonna do some misandrous shit, you gotta do it like how Lizzo did. Sing some goofy song. Why be great? That stupid shit. That's how you. I mean, and that don't even work. That don't even work. They rather. Why the hell would they listen to you sing about being independent when they can go listen to Glorilla or somebody else? You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing too. Maybe you gotta fire somebody on your team. Maybe they aging with you, so they think that's what people want to hear, and it's not. I don't even think you want to hear no shit like that. So it's like, baby girl, the new roaches are out. Your poison is not working anymore. The motherfuckers that's listening to, hey ladies, do it by yourself. They're not. They past that. A lot of the women that would listen to that you can connect with, they're in your age range now. They want a nigga. They want your nigga. You can't leave your friends or some of these girls. And look at what you're doing. Look at Tia Mowry. They want her nigga. Look at the dude Megan Good was with. They want her nigga. And when I'm saying that nice dudes finish last, it's like, damn, those were some good dudes. Little corny, but corny works. I keep telling y'all that. Nobody really want to mention that I'm the main one that was running around saying that. Corny works. Now everybody's talking about some goddamn what's his name? Michael B. Jordan. Corny works. It always worked. Know how to put it together. You could set corny up. Corny works. You dig? What's going on, Bronze? What's going on, Andre? Andre in the building. Andre said Mary J the only one that can get away with singing. She can't even get away with it. But she could throw left the game when nobody knew what the hell, like nobody knew what was going on. What's going on, NC? Nobody knew. Where the hell she didn't know where the hell she was gonna go. She was hopping from dude to dude. This ain't it. This is not how you get the paper. Like, Ciara need to come back and sing songs about bliss. You know what I'm saying? About being loved correctly and all this other stuff. We don't need that. Oh, no. We don't need that shit. I mean, I know I don't. I mean, I wasn't going to listen to anything she put out anyway. But damn. You can't put out another song with Petey Pablo. Nobody knows where Petey Pablo at. You can't do that no more. It don't work. Now you up here. Okay, we're going to have to up the ante now. Now I got to show up naked. Butt naked. Didn't Russell Wilson buy your catalog and gave it back to you? Like, what is the incentive to do this? It's beyond me. All right, let me see if this coming up. Hold on, y'all.
And of course, we have an Oscar nominee, Thames. The singer stepped onto the red carpet with a huge puffy white gown that wrapped around the back of her head. Now, people are saying it was everything, which it was on the red carpet, but a lot of the people from inside the theater had different sentiments. Yeah. What do you guys think?
She will not be invited back, honey. How dare she do that to the people?
Yes, she will.
You don't go to no Academy Awards show look
This man is gay as hell. All right.
like a church woman with all that damn hair.
No, don't do that. I believe this is the same designer that did Cardi B's blue dress that was similar.
Well, that was even
had
worse
a sheer thing,
it was
something
beautiful.
like that.
She
so
looked
a beautiful dress.
I'm
sure she didn't think about that, you know?
Yeah. Whoever sat around her woke up this morning with a crink in their neck. Turning sideways trying to watch the show.
Well, y'all, Tim's definitely pushed the fashion envelope, but there were some other celebrities who were at the award show and after parties that made heads turn as well. Did anybody catch y'all eye?
What the hell do Ciara got on? What the hell?
Miss Ciara was getting
I love my sister Ciara.
But you know what?
But baby, she had her goodies on display, baby.
She too old for that, though. You got children.
What about Auntie Donald Glover, though?
Oh, my God.
Who told him this was a good idea?
That was a good idea. I
No,
would
it
wear
wasn't.
that too, honey.
What the fuck? I didn't see him. Hold on. Fucking thing is making too much noise. That's what you were saying before that was Childish Gambino. I didn't see him. What the fuck is he wearing? This nigga got a Trunks inspired half a jacket blazer. Oh yeah, this thing is just gonna make that noise. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna do this like this. Wow. Look at this, y'all. What the hell is this nigga wearing? What?
Real cage.
it's like it's giving.
And it's high-waisted.
What is it giving?
It's giving like '90s, like
Yes,
Calvin Klein
Tanner.
model teeth
Yes.
nothing. You know.
I feel like I saw
Tika.
Diane Keaton wearing the same thing.
She looked better.
Hey, don't forget to hit us up on.
Hold on. I want to see what. I bet you Paris, Milan, and none of them joints. Let's see. Let's just take a gander over there. Bet you none of them said anything about this. Hold on. And these are the same women that'll come back and be like, "Oh, these guys are subjugating us. We can't go outside naked." Okay, Paris Milan talked about somebody else. Hold on. We have to probably do it some. Hold on. I think they're on the road. I think look, she just took like 3. She took like She took a couple lashings last week about that about why is YouTube doing this? Hold on, y'all. This is gonna start to become a trend. Here we go. We're gonna play the audio here. Everything around me wants to act stupid now. Hold on, y'all. And she got on them boots. Oh my God. Here we go. All right, check this out.
Welcome back to my channel, Mother Suckers. Hey, I am Eloho, and I really wanted to come through and discuss this topic with y'all.
Here we go. Eloho. This is the Nigerian girl. Okay, hold on.
I feel like I have an unpopular opinion when it comes to the new Ciara song. If you don't know, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding Ciara's new song for the girls. Now, the full song hasn't dropped yet, but Ciara was posting some clips on her socials. The lyrics encourage women to be independent and not need a man, but fans couldn't help but notice that Ciara has been happily married to Russell Wilson for years. Someone said, "No, Ciara, go write better lyrics. Keep the beat and everything else, but no to pushing the single independent narrative when you are in your man's house, bed, and other parts of him every night. No, baby." Someone else said, "Ciara, please stop this now. We're tired of being independent. We want a life like yours. Please stop promoting this type of music when you going straight home to be loved on." So Beyonce was not married to Jay-Z when Single Ladies dropped? No, that Ciara song is kind of crazy. And she has built too much of a family brand to still be making great value single ladies. Now, Ciara is a mother of 3 kids, a wife.
You know, it's funny that it takes another woman to be a hypocrite. You single pushes the nigga home to your man and he loving on you and all this other stuff. And then in the next video, she'll be like, "Oh, be single. F these niggas. These niggas ain't gonna do nothing. Don't be a pick me. Don't." But the tone that she's using on here is like, we low key. I'll push this bullshit, but we want that. Some other shit that Manosphere been telling y'all for the longest time. But y'all gotta come in here and take our check. I get it, right? I get it. I get it. Make sure 13 people in the building. What's going on, everybody? Shout outs to everybody here. Drop a hello in the chat. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and make sure you guys hit this on today's show. Support the channel. It's Player Talk Radio. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. It's like to the point where if I had $1 for every time I've been right, I don't know how I'll be rich as hell. I was gonna say something else, but anyway, let's get back into this BS.
a homemaker.
I didn't know she responded.
But people often forget that Ciara is also an artist. She's a dancer, she's a singer and a songwriter, and she was a high-earning woman way before she met Russell Wilson. She's been through good.
She said she was a high earner before she met Russell. Nah. He says Ciara and Russell are trolling y'all hard as fuck. Nah, I think Russell, nah. I think Russell, it's out of hand. It's out of Russell's hand. What's going on, Midwest? Salute, player. I think it's out of Russell's hands. Nah. I'm doing this right now to tell y'all shit. Probably 2025. She might end up leaving Russell for the same shit that Ciara Mowry left her man for. You know, not that no one really cares, but what I'm saying is, and what I do want to climate, because how the hell did how the hell did Ciara Mowry get herself in this bullshit? Other than being selfish, obviously. How the hell did Megan Good get herself in that bullshit? And all the countless women that leave, quote unquote, good dudes. And these ain't dudes that, and the funny thing is that all of these dudes that they're leaving, they're not self-proclaimed good dudes. This is what the media put on them. This is what a lot of people put on them. They might not even be good dudes, to tell you the truth. But that's the narrative. But these dudes, it look like they're finishing last. You get your wife and you get your kids and stuff like that, and then guess what? This bullshit happens. Oh, she leaves, or oh, she wants to love on herself and stuff like that. And then give me 1 second. We're going to jump into this topic. I didn't know Young Ma is dying. She probably drinking a lot. She probably drank too much Hennessy. You know, you can't drink like a nigga, baby. Niggas can't even drink like niggas. But all right, let's get it. And Ashanti getting back with Nelly. We got some stuff to talk about.
Good and bad relationships, like most women. And if you're a fan of Ciara and you know Ciara, you know that she's big on affirmations. I really think a lot of people only heard the independent, I don't need a man clip. And let me say, I do think the song could have done without that part. But girl, this song is a bop. Get that money, sis. Keep them on they tip. They be trying to press you, but you ain't pressed to it. I'm way too fine to be inside. I'm outside, having my own shit, booking my own trips. Don't ever let them disrespect you and call you out your name. You have these boys obsessed and can't stop mentioning your name. I'm bad, I'm gorgeous, hey, I'm very important, This is for the girls getting money.
Hollywood want y'all bitches single for the rest of y'all lives. Look at oh, that's a bop, huh? I book my own trips. I will hope you do. I pay my own bills. They your bills. Your bills. I would hope.
This is for the girls that don't need no man. This is for the girls who's in love with theyself. For all the girls who done did it by theyself. And on her Instagram, Ciara had a picture collage with the song playing in the background with the caption, "My forever letter to myself." So Ciara is really talking to herself. And this is very on brand for Ciara. I found this interview of Ciara and Russ.
Motherfucker, she did not write that song.
And I want y'all to check this out.
You didn't need me. You may have wanted me, but you didn't need me. You didn't need me. That was sexy to me.
I forgot how Russell was acting back in the day. Yeah, if she do leave, bro. You
didn't need me. You may have wanted me.
That was sexy to me.
But you didn't need me.
That is not sexy.
You didn't need me. That was sexy to me.
Kill
Y'all asked Ciara for her prayer. Y'all asked her how did she get Russell. Y'all begged and stalked her, matter of fact.
You did too. He probably was the main beggar and stalker.
For the prayer and for tips on getting a man like Russell. And you know what he said? He said she didn't need me. What did Ciara say in the song for the girls? This is for the girls that...
There you go with that bullshit. See? I told you. They'll say, oh, this in one breath, and then in the next breath, they'll say the complete opposite. You have women around here thinking, oh, it's sexy for him to for me to be a nigga. Y'all be trying to become the nigga that y'all can't get. Let's go, man. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Don't need a man. Her husband said, you didn't need me, you wanted me, and that is what attracted me. And this thing ain't one size fits all, right? This advice is not one size fits all, but y'all asked her what did she do, and she told you through music. The song was about affirmations and her telling her story about what she did, how she had to become independent. She had to go outside and go after her dreams. She had to get money. She had to do all of these things to build herself up, to love herself before she could find a man like Russell, a man who was attracted to a woman who wanted him but didn't need him. She didn't need him to pay for her Spirit flights to Cancun.
This bitch said Spirit. Ladies, how the hell do you sit down and listen to this shit all day? This is what y'all be listening to? This is the shit y'all listen to? Like, damn, you sat down just to chill. Go to YouTube and just watch some videos on YouTube. Y'all really go to the low hole to hear this pep talk about your life. It's like, see if she gonna do the dash and try to get another dude eventually before the wall seeps in. It's like a roller coaster, you know, to a certain degree. If you're not gonna provide it to her as a man, she gonna provide it for herself. A lot of women do like dudes that will stress them out. That's just a part of it. You know what I'm saying? She don't got to worry about you. She don't got to worry. I mean, she does have to worry about Russell, especially during the season, so he doesn't get injured and all this other shit. But whatever.
Her life experiences.
What's going on, War Master?
Believe it or not, they're in relationships, right? But will gain money from
no nigga P.
Niggas that they don't like, but they're both in quote unquote happy relationships. So let's make it make sense. You know, same energy. The same people that begged her for her workout routine, begged her for her meal prep plans, those same people said, and she told y'all, she said, this is what I eat, and I look how I look. And you know what happened? The same people that begged her for her workout routine, begged her for her meal prep plans, those same people said, I'm not doing that. You anorexic, you bulimic. Oh no, you starving yourself. Oh no, you not healthy. You ain't doing it right. But y'all.
All right, I rebooted. Let's see. All right. Let's go back to the ending part. Hold on. Because she done turned into a city girl. So let's go. For her workout routine, begged her for her meal prep plans. Those same people said, I'm not doing that. You anorexic, you bulimic. Oh no, you starving yourself. Oh no, you not healthy. You ain't doing it right. But y'all asked her for her advice on how. What's going on, War Master? What's going on, Darshan? She told you, and you told her no. This is the world that we live in, people. But Cece did CC y'all, okay? She did respond to the backlash, and this was her response.
You know what it never was? That serious. It was never that serious. You know what it never was? That.
you know what, it never was that serious. Boy, boy, she mad like shit. Let me go back real quick.
Specific outcome, she told you and you told her no. This is the world that we live in, people. But Cece did CC y'all, okay? She did respond to the backlash, and this was her response.
You know what it never was? That serious. It was never that serious. You know what it never was? That serious. It was never that serious.
Child, Ciara said it was not that serious, okay? Y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I know people were really split on this one, but Ciara says that she's just speaking life into herself with positive affirmations. If you can relate, this is for you. If you can't, then you can't. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section.
All right, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna run and grab something to drink. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. Because we're going to lock in. We're going to get into this young Ma situation. Damn, I didn't know she was dying, dog. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm going to play my favorite song. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and support today's show. We're going to be in it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got some catching up to get to. And hit me with some topics you guys would like to see me cover. What is this? Hold on, y'all. Or would probably want an opinion on. Oh, I gotta work on that drum kit tonight. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me put my laptop. I don't got space for none of this shit. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours. It costs that much cause I don't have superpowers. So you need to pay for my skills cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours. I know you think my prices are negotiable, but if you keep on questioning, I will not be so sociable. And feel free to walk away, cause I know just what my art is worth. So hear me when I say that it costs that much, cause it took me years to master. You're free to try if you think you do it faster. But it would likely turn out shit, cause you simply haven't practiced it. It costs that much cause it took me years to master. Since the dawn of art, there have been people just like you who stand along the sidelines judging everything we do. And I know that you won't be the last, but for every one of you there are 1,000 that are class. And it costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours. It costs that much cause I don't have superpowers. So you need to pay for my skills cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours.
I'm about to turn that song into some lo-fi. What's going on? Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Shout out to JR in the building. Oh, hold on, y'all. Shout out to JR in the building. What's going on? No guarantees, man. All is well, man. Well is all. You know. Shout outs to Bishop in the building. Give me 1 second, y'all. So I didn't know. Apparently, Young Ma is dying. She don't got a young lady that can help her or take care of her. All right. This one might be some satire stuff. Shout out to my brother Worldwide Spotlight. Let's check this out real quick, and then we're gonna
So
hit
boom now.
cut
I'm
to the chase.
scrolling through IG. I see a super baddie, so I start watching her live stream for like 2-3 minutes. Didn't hear anything she had to say because I'm watching her, right?
That was the whole thing, and then I stopped working, and I just started laying around and coming on here and talking.
I was just about to leave a comment that said hashtag free 'em up. Free them. But then she said this.
Oh, please, shut up, Lucky Luciano. You bumperclad boy, you move like a fish.
Oh, shit.
Your mind ain't in the right place.
Shout outs. Hold on, y'all. Let me pause this. Shout outs to my brother No Guarantees in the building. Thank you so much for starting off the support on today's show. Dropping the huge $10 on the super chat. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's show. We're going to have a great show tonight. Hold on. Yes. Thank you so much. You said, damn, you said another one lost to the struggle. I don't know what's going on. They said she got a couple days to live, so I've heard. But let's see. We're going to play the, so we don't catch the copyright. We're going to play the audio. You said evidently these American women are not bad for just guys. Man, they whipping each other's ass. They are whipping each other's ass. That's something that they, The funny thing is, though, let me tell y'all something about the truth. And men, we know the truth. Like I was saying with the shorty that was on here trying to preach to be a super you know what I'm saying, a super polygamist, right? You can be a career lesbian woman and still never had the experience of dating an actual woman, And then there's just some other stuff that women know about dating another woman that men won't know. And quite frankly, we don't give a fuck. What I'm saying is that we know the truth about a lot of different things. But when we say it, it's cool when they do it, but when you do it, it's a problem. You understand what I'm saying? And look, man, keep going against guys and not listening to men and ignoring, you know what I'm saying? You can't listen. If women don't listen to men, how the hell are we supposed to protect you? You know what I'm saying? You got a security guard. Your security guard say, hey, don't go over there. They're going to Swiss cheese your ass. You take your ass over there and you get Swiss cheese. They didn't listen to God. What does that tell men? You didn't listen to God. I don't stand a chance. So how the hell are we supposed to help? So some women got to come over here to listen to men about women or themselves. So this is kind of sad. Like, there's no woman in the LGBT community that can nurse her back to health or help her. All that money in the world, won't you go find Dr. Sebi's daughter or somebody? Go get help. You just gonna stay in your house and just, come on, man. And Young Ma, I do make jokes. I have made jokes before, but I don't think she a bad woman. I mean, I've seen her donate to charities and stuff like that and help people. What's going on, Link? Peace to you. I seen her donate to charities and help other people and shit. It's like, damn, like nobody can they help her? But all right. Damn, that's all I can say. And she drink Henny straight and tequila shots and everything, but damn.
But yeah. Now, Super Baddie, I have one question for you. Before you started that stream, before you hit that button that said start the stream, did you really think a man in the comment section was gonna ask you, when's the next time you're attending church? Rapper Blueface is not playing around. He threatened Christian Rock, told her Keep his name out of her mouth, or there's gonna be problems.
She go online, she do her thing, don't talk about her. Now having fun in Miami? Fuck you online, talk about me. Enjoy your time, don't talk about me. I done let this bitch slide 101 times with this internet shit. It's not gonna be 102 times. Now I'm finna bleed every time.
He also called her a hoe.
Enjoy your time. Happy birthday, ho. Enjoy your time. Happy birthday, ho.
Which I don't know anything about that, so I'm not gonna get into that. Let's get into what we do know.
It's like dealing with a woman. It's like dealing with a woman because Blueface will get on here and say all of this shit, and the next minute he running around with this silly broad. And yes, he built her career and he made her career when he should have been focusing on his. And it went south. My thing is this. It could have. What the fuck is in my goddamn eye, man? Everything. Wait till I go live. It fly in my eye and shit. Fucking hair in my eye. Goddamn. Anyway. You see how that could have turned? You see how she could have got with Blueface and they both could be enjoying success, but it blew up. You know, if both of them were right on each other. But now that she got with him and her life, even though she's going to fuck her life up anyway, her life is elevating to a certain degree. But now she off with the next nigga. Or whoever. Or going to get with the next rapper or whoever. And he done put chains on the girl. He done introduced her to the, you know, she done got music videos talking about some, you know, what my life was like before I met him. And I, you know, he picked me up out of a slump and skipped town on him. All we know is Blueface will date her when she's broke. But would she date him if he was broke? I think you know the answer to that. Every dog gonna have his day, y'all.
Sean Rock $100,000 to get that situation taken care of. Because plan A didn't work, so we had to move to plan B. Man tried plan B, so now they have to go to plan C.
No, baby, we can't have a baby. If you don't take this plan B, bitch, it's plan C. Just plan C. Just plan C.
I don't know Blueface, but I do know that he's down for that action. And the way he's talking right now, I think that maybe that $100,000 is not on the table anymore. He might give 50 racks each to one of his Crip homies to hop out the bushes and... Now, we got some sad news. A whole bunch of prayers are being sent out to Young M.A. at this hour because fans are concerned that she might have liver problems and she might be dying. If you didn't know, this new video of Young M.A. just surfaced and her 2 eyeballs are more yellow than 2 lemons. Yeah. And that's a fact. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh no, she might be high. She might be high off of something. First of all, if Young M.A. was burning a one ting, had some edibles, her eyes wouldn't be yellow, they'd be red.
Real life transformation. Real life transformation.
Damn. Let me show y'all this
They'd be red.
show y'all this video. Dang, she look, wow. Damn, that's fucked up. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna start doing reaction videos like this. Look at that. Hold on. Let me press play.
Something. First of all, if Young M.A. was burning a one ting, had some edibles, her eyes wouldn't be yellow, they'd be red.
Real life transformation. Real life transformation.
I don't see her eyes yellow, but she probably cutting her hair. Damn, that's sad.
Number 2, according to Twitter doctors. What's a Twitter doctor? Well, somebody on Twitter that thinks they know everything has no medical experience at all. Now,
hope she alright,
according to
though.
Twitter doctors, Young M.A. possibly has jaundice disease. And if you know Young
Oh,
M.A.
jaundice.
and you've been
Oh, that's
following
what.
her whole career, you
Oh, so y'all already know. You said, who's this crazy broad making stuff up? She don't know Blueface, SMH. That's Krishan. John Dice. What the hell is John Dice? Link already knew what it was. I might have little issues. Oh, bronze, come on, man. Ooh. You said, oh, she called it STD. Dang. Hold on, let me do a little bit of looking. Why he put this picture of the Rockefeller up there with his eyes all messed up? Hold on. Let's see what John Dice is. We're going to look it up.
every 5 minutes she needs an alcohol beverage.
Going on, bro? We off the yak. I thought this shit is no game.
I'm a little
We
drizz.
really drink our shit.
A little drizz.
Fuck is you talking about? Y'all better get in tune on game.
And you've been following
Bruh,
her
where
her
your
whole
gang
career,
at? They
you
need a
know
help.
Every 5 minutes she needs an alcohol beverage.
Going on, bro?
Yeah, drinking
We off
big
the
liquor.
yak. I thought this shit is no game, nigga. And we really drink our shit. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all better get in tune on game.
What the fuck is John Dice?
In the comment section below, do you think there is something wrong with Young M.A.? Honestly, when I looked at the video, it looked like a totally different person. Shout out to Young M.A. You're watching
Damn, there's
Worldwide
different types of
Spotlight,
John
red button,
Dice.
Sub button, hottest show on the block. That's a fact.
Go live, Spotlight.
I think you called it Link John Dice. Damn, I never heard of John Dice, bro. I heard of a lot of things, but not no goddamn John Dice. Yeah, man. I mean, look, even if you, cause I know, look in DC, we got like a lot of little dykes, little studs and stuff like that. And it's not an insult or anything, but bruh, you can't keep up with no goddamn man. You can't keep up with no goddamn man, dog. Don't even be drinking like that. Y'all shouldn't even be smoking like that, neither, for real. Jaundice could be caused by hepatitis. And y'all got to be careful too, especially if you let's be honest. Y'all got to be careful too if you a lesbian, because them girls be doing, y'all dealing with women too. Y'all not dealing with women per se, but y'all are dealing with women too. And they lie to lesbians also, and lesbians be lying their ass off. Okay? They tell some of the biggest lies. This is why when I told y'all being a lesbian is like being the ultimate simp, because a lesbian stud and lesbian women can simp on levels never seen before. They can simp on levels simps don't even dream about. You understand what I'm saying? They simp on the work, man. When that shit come out, that's why them girls be whipping each other's asses like that. What's going on, degenerate? When that shit come out, and you in one of those type of relationships, bruh, it's all bad, bro. It's all bad, man. It's all bad. I hope she gets over it. I hope she gets over it, and I hope she's drinking endless water. Drink your ass some water.
This your boy Cut to the Chase TV.
Shout outs
be
to
sure
Cut.
to hit that like and subscribe button, and be sure to share this video. I got some news for you Negroes today.
Oh, hold on.
Rapper Young.
Before we get into it, shout outs to No Guarantees. He said John Dice. This thing's getting on my nerves. John Dice. That shit sounded like a name. John Dice. Damn. John Dice indicates your liver function is compromised and it leads to fatty liver disease. She may likely require liver transplant due to excessive alcohol intake. Yeah. I hope. Yeah. Get some alkaline water, some good spring water. I hope she caught it at an early stage, cause it looked like it's doing damage.
May has set the internet on fire. Everybody's talking about her right now, and it has nothing to do with music. She hasn't released the album. She hasn't dropped a hot song. So the thing that got everybody talking is her health. Now, we all seen the video. She's sitting in the barber
These girls
shop.
are killing.
The barber pulls out the phone, starts recording her. She looks up at the camera. Her eyes are yellow and like she lost weight. So you know what we do on the internet? We begin speculating. You know us as people. If you start looking funny, or you have any noticeable changes,
man.
we gonna say you sick. If you was small and got big, we gonna speculate. If you was big and got small, we gonna speculate. So that's what's going on with young M.A. Everybody leaving comments under the video. Let's pray for young M.A. Prayers for young M.A. She seems sick. That's a symptom of that. That's a symptom of this. Everybody start turning into ghetto doctors, nutritionists. Everybody start talking about symptoms. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. If you catch anybody on a bad day, they'll look sick. Lord knows I look sick. Why do you think I always wear this hat? Nigga, my hairline start in the middle of my forehead. So if you catch me without the hat, my hair done grew back, you'll be like, damn, that nigga cut look sick. I ain't know cut was rocking like that. Like, my hairline is literally right here. I'm fucked up in the game.
Shout out to Cut
my
to the
hairline
Chase.
didn't even try to make it to my forehead. I thought the objective of your hairline was try to make it to your forehead. Make it about right here. Mine stopped in the middle of my head. So I'm cursed. So you catch me without a hat and my hair done grew back a little bit, you might say, dang, I ain't know Cut was sick. Prayers up. Hey, let's say a prayers for Cut to the Chase. And I get on the internet and I read that. I'm like, wait a minute, nigga, I ain't sick. So y'all guys gotta be careful. We gotta make sure we have all.
Somebody said she in a wheelchair. That's not a wheelchair. That's a barber's chair.
The video did look suspect. She did look shaky on that video. Cause I'm looking for young M.A. to be healthy, skin glowing, swagged out. In that video, she looked tired. She looked drained. But all I'm saying, we can't look too deep into that. If she don't want to give us a health diagnosis, we can't self-diagnose her based off a video. You don't know what's going on with her. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, guys, I'm going to play you guys this video, and then we're going to come back and react and talk about this whole situation. Prayers up, but let's continue.
Real life transformation.
Now, you see that video? Her eyes was yellow. She looked up at the camera, but she didn't want to look too long. It was like she was trying to hide. As he filming her, she looking down. She like, man, get that camera out of my face. You can tell she was very uncomfortable in that light. And I gotta say something about this barber. If you got a patient that's famous,
He probably got cut her hair.
Like
That's
she
why.
lost some weight. Her eyes are yellow. Why would you pull out your phone and start recording her? You don't got decency and common sense to say, hey, this might not be a right time. I don't want to show her like this in this light. The first thing you do is record this video, then you post it on.
You never know what people are fighting,
I feel
yo.
like that is shameful, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Even if she said, okay, you can do it, still don't do it, bro. This not a good look for anybody. Now you got the whole internet speculating on her health based off a 25-second video that you made. But let's continue.
Ooh, let's get it.
Okay, he chopped her up.
You see it? He got the camera all in her face. He doing a whole 360 around her. She looking at the camera, trying to look down, trying to keep a smile, and he don't even have enough decency to say, hey, let me pull back on this. I just cut young M.A. hair. I get that it's good for business. Why you couldn't do a back shot over? Why you couldn't do it over the head shot?
Nah, he probably got her with the. He probably got her with the. You know, I'm gonna do something different on your head today. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just try to get the. You know, I'm try to get the angles and spin you around and stuff like that, and you know, try to promote himself. And I don't know, nigga.
You see, she is clearly uncomfortable.
Damn.
You see, she clearly not herself just based off look, just based off physical appearance. You know something.
It's like she just
right
woke
with her.
up
I'm
though
not
the
saying
whole time.
she's sick. I'm not gonna diagnose her like that, but you know she ain't up to par. Maybe she not feeling well. Maybe she had a long night, but you don't put somebody like that on the internet. Come on, bro.
She got 3.7 M subscribers on YouTube.
Now, this is what I want to say. Everybody is assuming. Everybody is sending prayers up. I'm going to ask everybody to fall back. Don't send prayers. Don't speculate on her health. How about everybody just shut the hell up? We don't know what's wrong with her. We don't even know if something is wrong with her. So before we be disrespectful, before we be rude and speculate on another person's health, how about we just fall back and say, if something is wrong with her, she'll talk about it when she gets ready. If something is indeed wrong with her, her publicist will talk about it. Her team will get together and issue out a statement. We don't need to be on the internet speculating, sharing this video. I made this video just to say this. If something is wrong with her, let her say it. We're going to send our prayers and we're going to go about our day. She don't got to get into specifics. She ain't got to tell her how long she been sick. If she says she is sick, she's not feeling best, let's respect her privacy. That's it. If she ain't saying nothing, how about we respect her privacy still and not speculate about what's going on? We not doctors. Hell, most of us ain't even graduate college. Let's be real. We on the internet running our damn mouth talking about what we think. We got to do better than that, man.
Hey, man. Shout outs to Cut to the Chase. Shout outs to my brother Cut. I agree. Boy, I look like, boy. I don't know what the hell I'm going to get when I wake up. I feel bad, man. You know, I hope she gets better. Lloyd Banks right here. Damn, this wasn't a topic I didn't intend on covering today. We're going to talk, too, about Charleston White. We're going to talk, too, a little bit about Charleston White.
What's up YouTube, it's your channel YTV and I'm back with another episode. Today we have topic about rappers Lloyd Banks and Young M.A. Today video has surfaced of Young M.A. Young M.A. seemingly in good spirits in the chair, but we can clearly see the yellow in her eyes. Fans and everyone are extremely worried about her health. Man, honestly that just broke my heart and I hope she's okay. So after this video surfaced, people criticized the publisher of the video and said that Barber is completely
They said liver failure or leukemia.
Because rapper's whole body language look like she ain't wanna be recorded. So today guys, unit member Lloyd Banks came forward with a tweet. Banks speaks out after a video of Young M.A. not looking her best went viral. So Banks says, if someone is not doing well or just going through something in life, why would you record them and post it online? Especially if you were a fan of whatever he or she does. Is there some kind of weird gratification from it? Man, that's what I exactly think and said. If you have seen this video, you will see that
this is
she
news.
feels uncomfortable being videotaped. And I absolutely agree to Lloyd Banks. He's right. Honestly, I have no idea what Young M.A. is going through, but what I can do is send love and prayers her way. Get well soon, M.A. I wish you speedy recovery and wish you everything good. So guys, before I finish the video, let me ask you a question of the day. Tell me what you think about Lloyd Banks' statement about Young M.A. Do you agree him or no? As I already said, I absolutely agree to Banks, man. He's speaking facts and this is one.
Bro, you need to finish your sentences when you... Never mind, bro.
Yo, what's going on? So
I got the sauce. He be lying.
Hey, y'all
sometimes.
do me a favor, hit that like button right now. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Also turn on post notifications. Hey man, let me know y'all thoughts on this, man.
You clickbait.
We got Young Ma on the roster, man. Young Mom, Young Moo on whatever her name is. You feel me? But first, man, I just want to say, you know, rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Rest in peace, Big Scar. You know, rest in peace to a lot of rappers, man. You know, that was you know, on drugs, man. You know what I'm saying, man? I kind of want to, you know, put my thoughts on this, man. I just want to share my thoughts on this, man. It's been a lot of rappers, you know, doing drugs in silence, man. And what I mean by that is, you know, y'all never know what somebody really going through, man. You know,
See,
people
this
be
is what I'm
having
talking
a lot,
about. This
a
man
lot of
probably
stuff going.
clickbaited. This man said she responds and says, "Doctor said I'm dying." Why should he go this whole video and not say that? This is kind of why this is, man. I'm unsubscribed to this nigga, bro.
You know, when the doors, close to where you can't even see it, you feel me? But you know, always what's done in the dark always come to the light. Remember that, man. You feel me? It's a lot of stuff this rapper been doing in the dark, and it's finally coming to the light, as you guys seen in the video of her, getting her haircut and stuff like that. Now, I kind of want, like I said, I want to put my opinions on this, man. I feel like, she looked at very, unhealthy in that video. Like, it looked like I wouldn't say she,
Say you tired of
she's
the hate on New York?
but it looked like she, she was dehydrated, and she just don't look healthy, man. It's a chance that, she could be on perks, lean or something, man, because, ain't no human finna let they body just, go down like that. You know what I'm saying? And, for that barber to be cutting her hair, and, for him not to be saying nothing, and, worried about her health, man, her mental and all that type of stuff, I just feel like he wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? It's no way you cutting somebody hair and you see, they body change, and, they face don't look the same. It's like, how can you play along with that? How can you, being real is real. If you're gonna be real, man, you gotta be real all the way,
This man
bro.
be lying.
And it's giving me vibes that barber,
she ain't say
he
none
probably
of that.
knew what was going on.
I don't know,
but,
man.
I think
I think there's
like,
something.
What's wrong? Because
Let's see. He said that she responds and said, "Doctor said I'm dying." So let's see if this happens. Cause this dude, he be lying his ass off. The thing is like, I don't know. I think on YouTube you got to make it to like 8 or cause he, then you got to make the video like 8 or 6-7 minutes or something full of commentary before I guess they pay you or something like that. So he be stretching the videos out and shit like that, and then whole time you'll watch a whole video and he be clickbaiting like a motherfucker. He be clickbaiting though. All right, let's see.
People be feeling offended. When you ask somebody, is you good? You okay? People get offended by that, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, she knows that herself that, she's changing. That's why she looked kind of off in that video. Like she was, she was shocked. Like, why is you recording me? You know what I'm saying? She probably didn't know, the barber was going to record her. But the whole time, he might have been doing that to show people, like, she's changing. Like, her whole body, face, all that is changing, man. She look unhealthy. She look bad. You know what I'm saying? That probably was his message of, putting that out there. But it's sad, man. A lot of these rappers, man, they be on drugs, and it's just like, y'all got all this money, man. Like, y'all got everything a regular human being would want. You feel me? I wouldn't say regular. I would say, a normal live human being. You know what I'm saying? Because we all the same. You know what I'm saying? Some people just live different, But, the rappers, celebrities be having, a lot of stuff, to do, man. Like, y'all got so much money, It's like, why is y'all on these drugs? Why do y'all still go to the hood? Why do y'all feel the need to still, to tote a gun? And, I get the tote gun part, but y'all be toting guns for the wrong reason, just to go back to the hood and stunt and just to get robbed and killed, man, or take drugs. You feel me? I feel like a lot of these celebrities, stars, not even just artists, man. I feel like a lot of these celebrities need to show an example for these kids that's upcoming, for the new generation, man. Because
y'all see what I'm saying?
Do y'all know, man? These kids,
I'm good at what I do. I be knowing.
Man. You know what I'm saying? All these movie stars and, man, a lot of these movie stars. Even
okay, where's the video of her saying that she's
people
dying?
People to be on, Disney Channel. Molly. They said Miley Cyrus.
You asking a lot of why y'all this and why y'all that. Why are you clickbaiting, and why you not showing the video of her talking about what the doctor said that you said in your caption. Why you be lying?
You know what I'm saying? They said Justin Bieber was on drugs.
Hasn't said
Who else
right.
they
Hasn't
was
said a
on
damn
drugs?
thing.
Man, they said a lot of people was on drugs, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like they said Chris Brown was on drugs. Yeah, I forgot about Chris. I forgot about Breezy, man. They said he on drugs, man.
You on drugs?
You know what I'm saying? It's just, man, this world, man. I feel like we coming to the end, bro, as humans, bro. Like a lot of these humans not even reaching their full potential, like they full, you know. As being a human, man, you know, we can do a lot of stuff. Like if we put our mind to, humans are really smart, bro. Like we supposed to be really smarter than what we is now.
Humans, huh?
For some of y'all that's woke and y'all know what I'm talking about, subscribe, man, cause y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Hit that like button and turn on post notice, man. But we really supposed to be more wiser than what we is, man. Like putting all this type of stuff in our food, man. Like I forgot what it's called, man. Fluoride. Yeah, they putting all fluoride in our food, you know, the toothpaste. Man, it's in everything. It's for us to not reach our, you know, our full potential. You know, man, a human is smart. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, but I don't want to go into detail on their channel because, you know, this ain't no spiritual channel, man. But, you know, for those that know, you know, I'm gonna just keep that like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm just tired of seeing these celebrities on drugs, man. It just be, you know, making me feel some type of way because, you know, we not only we got celebrities doing that, we got people that's out here on the streets, like that live, you know, no life, ain't got no job, nothing, no car, just on the streets. Them the type of people that should be doing. Well, I'm not. Let me take that back, cause I ain't telling nobody to do drugs, but them are usually the type of people that's doing drugs on the streets, you know. We don't see no celebrities doing drugs for real unless they, you know, had a past and is, you know, is hunting them, and, you know, people don't know how to deal with their pain. They don't know how to cope with their pain.
I told y'all this was gonna happen.
They take drugs. You feel me? And I've been there in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't took drugs, but, you know, I was drinking and stuff like that. But, you know, that comes with it, man. When, you know, when you stressed out, you feel like you need something to cope with your pain, but really you don't. You just gotta keep being strong and move forward, man. Hopefully, you know, this video show y'all, you know, teach y'all a lesson, man. And, you know, y'all gotta really believe that y'all can reach out.
It taught me a lesson not to click on your videos ever again. Yeah, YouTube blabbing and shit. Like, you know, he always does this. He didn't clickbait me. He clickbaits a lot of people. Let me see if somebody else cursing him out in his comment section. This nigga just sat up the whole video. Let's see. That's how sometimes I stay subscribed to people. I'll be like, let me check their comment section. But let's see, cause he be deleting. He be deleting comments, you know. Hold on. I think what he does, right, is he puts a clickbait video up. He gets a lot of subs though. He puts a clickbait video up, right, and then try to get you lost and wrapped up in the message, and try to appear deep, like try to get you wrapped up in the message so that you done forgot what you clicked the video for. Hold on, y'all. Cause there was this other video that I wanted to see, but I thought she probably did put out a statement. Hold on, y'all. No, I think that's it. All right, we'll probably check out one more. Oh shit, Academic said something. Hold on. He said, "So glad you're not on drugs." Yeah, okay. Liver failure or leukemia. Drugs is taking a lot of these rappers. Ain't nobody. Somebody said Perks kicking her ass. Ain't nobody calling it out. He be deleting it though, so. Liver disease issue. But anyway, y'all gotta be careful, man. Especially y'all doms and stuff like that. You know, a lot of dykes, they like me. They like listening to the show. I had a couple friends back home. Say they tune in every so often. Hope they're not offended by some of the stuff I be saying, because I add a lot of the truth to it too. But them broads will stress you the fuck out. Up there getting stressed out, drinking the whole bottle of Hennessy and shit. That's not talk about. I could down the whole bottle of Hennessy. That's where you trying to go, baby? That's not impressive. Yeah, celebs do drugs all the time. Regular people do drugs all the time. You want to know what leads people to drugs? Boredom. Go to rural. Goddamn it, rural America. Go to the Mideast. Go to all them people out there on drugs and doing meth and shit like that. Them niggas, they bored, and then now it become their life. So now when they have to not be bored or whatever and go get a regular and function properly, it's like they can't function properly. They got meth mouth and all kinds of shit. Oh, she is in the wheelchair. Hold on, y'all. Jesus, peace. But no, this is 3 months ago, and I think this is yeah, I can't take a shot like that neither. I'd be done spit up. This is 3 months ago. But you never know.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to talk about young M.A. today. I seen a video on her on Twitter where she was inside of like a little wheelchair with a cane. Y'all go ahead on and check out this video.
So look, I found young M.A. in the grocery store. Watch. Y'all tell me if this is young M.A. or not.
Do you want the orange soda or do you want...
All right, so it's confirmed.
All dykes look the same though. Damn near.
Do you want the orange soda or do you want...
All right, so it's confirmed. If not.
Look at this. All right, let me show this to y'all. This girl look like a dyke. Or she's like a dude. She's like a trans.
Do you want the orange soda or do you want...
All right, so if...
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to talk about young M.A. today. I seen a video on her on Twitter where she was inside of like a little wheelchair with a cane. Y'all go ahead on and check out this video.
So look, I found.
She got glasses though. I hope she alright though. Yeah.
Watch. Y'all tell me if this is young M.A. or not.
Do you want the orange soda or do you want...
She sped up.
So it's confirmed. It is her. I've seen her like several times.
So as you can tell from the pictures that is definitely her. I even found a photo on Instagram where she had the same jacket on, and you could also see her hand tattoo. So I was all in the comments trying to figure out, you know, what's going on, up to young M.A. and ask her what's going on. So if you guys have any clue as to what's going on with her, go ahead on and drop it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys again. Bye.
Let's see if she said something. Let's see if she said something in the past couple of hours since you did this video 3 months ago. So she fighting something. Blueface did not dump Krishan Rock. I hope she beats it. I hope she beat whatever she fighting, man.
Blueface is really out here trying to make Krishan jealous and show us his hoish ways.
You beat the Yaki yet? Good. Who in here waiting for me though? You waiting for me? No, I'm playing. She ain't waiting for me. Where's my? Let me see the last of the end.
This one right here. Nephew. I
Oh,
got this one special for you, yes, nephew, right here.
Yeah.
This one special
This
for you.
one right here. Yeah.
Imagine at 14,000 feet. How cool is that?
On GOD.
Right, Middle America, fucked up.
You need to try to have
Hell
it.
yeah, I might try it. You gonna make the water hot for me? It's gonna be cold water?
No, it's gonna be hot.
Oh, alright.
For sure. Very
sure.
hard.
For
This
sure.
is how it should be. Otherwise, yeah, no.
Yeah. Alright.
When would you like it, do you think?
What time you thinking?
Usually people like it before landing, so then they land and they're all fresh and pretty.
Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that.
So it'll be 1 hour before landing.
Happy
And
ending?
do you want us to wait?
Okay. Close the curtain on the bitch. Where is my compass? Where's my...
I must say, I am really proud of Krishan because she is not drowning inside of the bottle. She is literally hanging on like she hanging on that side of the boat with her yitties out with her homegirls, not tripping, unbothered. That's why he's so mad right now. And she was low-key popping her shit if you really listen to what she was saying. But baby, it don't matter how hard you shake them titties, he gonna always have the highest score. And it's always going to be a hoe on the sideline ready to congratulate him. I really hope you take heed to what he was saying in those videos, girl.
You don't know your worth, baby. You don't know your worth.
And I hope you were slightly offended because I was offended for you. I really hope you be talking shit about him to your homegirls. Girl, keep flexing on him. Keep your foot on his neck. Bleed him. See, that's the thing. You don't mind physically hurting him, but you scared to hurt his feelings. Kick him in the emotional nuts. Show him you don't need him. Don't be afraid to walk away.
I'm not going to the clinic to get rid of the baby.
Now, if you don't want to ride to the clinic, I understand. I ain't going to pressure you. But go ahead and start covering them tattoos
You need a
up.
pop filter.
And girl, that tooth, you can have it in or out because your face card is not going to decline. Zeus, give
yes,
this
it
girl
is.
her own show. We'll watch. You could even put the family on there. We'll really watch because they all a handful. But y'all let me know what y'all think she should do. Should she officially call it quits with Blueface? Because y'all know how hard it is.
Yeah, it might be MS. You know, I lost my godmother to multiple sclerosis. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got lupus or sickle cell. Yeah, you said it is ghoul. I'm mad you said the word ghoulish though. Yeah, it is. It is ghoulish though, man. It is. It's foolish and ghoulish, man. I hope she alright though, man. You know. Let's check this out. We kind of was watching a little bit of this last night, War Master. Hold on, let's check this out.
You know, Kevin was a person that was very forward-thinking, very ambitious.
YouTube,
None
the
of us as
algorithm
content
popping
creators
today,
would be
huh?
able to hold a torch or even step in his shoes. But what he's done for not even just, black content creators, but black men in general, was to really give black men a source of identity as far as controlling our image. That beginning clip was me participating in the Celebrating Life live stream on Kevin Samuels' YouTube channel. It was one of 2 videos posted on his channel within the last 10 months. And the Kevin Samuels fan base was just excited to be back on the channel again, where all the magic started. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Jeff Liscombe and Kevin Samuels' family for organizing this particular birthday live stream. Also want to thank a few of the brothers for coming on. Dennis Sperlin, I want to thank Anton Daniels, Media Tutorials and Reviews, the lead attorney, Obsidian, Jeff the Style OG for participating. And I also want to thank you, the fans, who showed up and you were in the live stream, you were commenting. There was a lot of money collected. We saw people even joining the membership, just doing a lot to support Kevin Samuels' legacy. And that's really what's so important. I mean, I've never even got 10,000 live viewers myself, and I'm alive, right? And that's not to take any shots at anybody, but that's the power of Kevin Samuels, a person that's been gone for almost a year, still can get more.
This is O'Shea. You say you was TS live. What do you mean? Tommy Sotomayor was. You said Tommy Sotomayor was live. That's what you talking about?
Tension than some of us, or if not most of us, who are living. And that's what the whole topic of today's discussion is about. Because unfortunately, while Kevin has his supporters, in death, just like in life, he had his detractors. And I looked and I saw so many negative comments on Kevin Samuels' page. I saw and heard so many videos, people who were criticizing those folks who were super chatting. I was seeing people who were saying, you know, man, this guy is dead. Why are you guys giving money? Why are you guys supporting this? And you know, when I heard that, it made me think of one word that starts with J, ends in Y, jealousy. You see, I want to talk about this because Kevin Samuels was too big of a person to talk about things like that. But between everybody here and me, you know, I would be the ones that will go out and make videos on his behalf, right? And although Kevin Samuels didn't beef, he did like it when I did.
Man, listen, God forbid, if something ever happened to me and these niggas are running around acting like they went live on my behalf and they were my best friends and shit like that, y'all have my permission from heaven or hell, wherever I go, to whip their ass. He did not tell this man to do none of that shit. He barely even collabed with half these people that's talking about him while he was alive. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Respond. So just like in his living, I'm going to make a video responding to the haters in his death. And I just want to say something to the people that are still upset at Kevin Samuels' legacy. While you are still living, it's not, you know,
like the algorithm is trained to pick up Tommy's voice. You have a caseworker and shit on YouTube, so he not gonna be on for long, not too long, unless they reach some type of decision or they come to some type of settlement or agreement. He might as well try to grow Rumble. Like, you know, he could get Rumble he could bring a whole bunch of people over to Rumble, you know, because no matter where he goes, a check gonna follow him.
Reach that you can do something with your own life. And it's so sad that people have nothing better to do than to pocket watch somebody's money who's passed away, ain't worried about you, wasn't worried about you when he was here, but you're so mad that this man had an impact on people, you're spending your time trolling in the comments or making YouTube videos criticizing the people who were supporting him. And this is not anything new. People have still been doing this when he was living. They're doing it when he's dead. And I'm gonna tell you why these people are doing it. It's not because you hate Kevin Samuels or you dislike him, because you didn't know him personally for you to dislike him. You hate the fact that this man was able to build an audience that supported him. Almost like, I would say, a cult-like following. Although Kevin Samuels never abused his audience, he never made them do things they didn't want to do. He never even forced women to come onto the page. But these people are upset that this man in his death is still more valuable than most of you who are hating in your life. And I just want to empower people to understand that when you do something that people like, even in your death, people can support you. And Kevin Samuels is just what's called for today. This guy, right, got 200,000 views on the video called Celebrating Life. There was no real extravagant thumbnail, but it's Kevin Samuels. People showed up to honor this man. He's been dead for almost a year, but that's the power of this guy. And not only is the power of him, his fan base is international. Australia, Russia, Africa, like every.
What didn't Tommy do to get kicked off of YouTube? He did the unbelievable. I don't know how the hell he got kicked off of OnlyFans. That's more of the question. How the hell you get kicked off of OnlyFans? When this bitch is on there throwing up and then eating they throw up and swallowing shit and doing all kinds of stuff. I don't know, you know. That's the question. He had a woman over there talking about how women have to do better before we lose men to overseas women. Oh, he's jumping on that passport bro wagon. There's dudes be changing they whole channels up over this stupid shit, man. Listen, I didn't change my channel up over no passport bro shit. Have y'all see me the whole time? Y'all see me the whole time throughout this whole ordeal. I didn't change my channel to Kuda in Thailand. I didn't turn this into you need to come to Thailand. I didn't do none of that. I'm chilling. The people losing their head top. You know, I did go out and show y'all some stuff. You know, it's outside. I'll be outside, but damn. You know, I didn't get on. I didn't. You know, it's like somebody injected something into these niggas. You know. Yeah, YouTube got sick and tired of him. You know. The algorithm knows his voice, though. That algorithm is smart. We're going to talk about that algorithm soon because we're going to talk about some producer type shit soon. But shout outs to everybody here. If you are here, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and support today's show. Make sure you guys support today's show. We got some more shows coming for y'all all throughout the night and today. All right? Let's get back into it. Let's go.
Every time I'm somewhere and somebody sees me, the first thing that they talk about, or the first 2 or 3 things we talk about, is Kevin Samuels. And Kevin Samuels has passed away. But that is what happens when you bring something to the world that people feel is valuable. And for some of you guys who are haters, or some of you bitter ladies out there who are haters, I think the real reason is because you've been living all this time, yet nobody takes you that serious, right? And that's really what it's about. You are been living, some of you 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years, and you haven't accomplished very much for yourself. So this guy who accomplished a lot, you know, especially in the later years of his life, more than you have done. So you're upset with with him for people who want to gravitate towards him. And that's one thing that, you know, people got to understand, right? People can gravitate to who they want on YouTube. There are certain YouTubers that, you know, let's say, for example, I heard I really don't like their content. And, you know, but hey, they have huge fan bases. So it's not for me to really say, well, why are you guys over there watching him? Or why are you listening to him? You know, I had this one chick that came over to the Pan-African Dating Show channel, and she was like, wow, somebody had mentioned Kevin Samuels' name. Wow, I can't be over here associated with this particular situation if it's Kevin Samuels. Or she said something about that, but she didn't even have anything she didn't even know that the reason why the Pan-African Dating Show is there is partly because of Kevin Samuels. She was talking about Kevin Samuels on something completely different topic, but she didn't know, right? And you can like who you like, but at the end of the day, you being mad or hating on somebody because they like who they like, it makes you look very weak. It makes you look very insecure. And then it makes you also look very stupid, very much so. And it makes people feel like you don't have a life. Just think about it. If you're a grown man or a grown woman, a complete adult person, and you come on to YouTube making content about a man who is no longer living, and you commentate on the way that people are talking about this individual, and there are YouTubers that do this, big and small. What would that really say about you? I mean, just think about it. If you're a person that trolls in the comment section, you know, saying things like, I'm glad he's not here, I'm glad he's not there, like, but nobody even knows who you are as an individual because you have no impact on anybody in life. And that's clear to see. And this is why you sit around twiddling your thumbs, not doing anything. And I'll tell you this, just like Kevin, anybody who is a person that is a doer, that can make their ideas come to life, albeit controversial, people are going to dislike you. People are going to really like you, or they're going to really dislike you, if not hate you. Because you can actually prove what you're trying to do, or you can actually build systems for yourself. You can create opportunities for yourself. And the reason why you can create opportunities for yourself, because you don't sit around wasting your time worrying about what other people are doing and trying to castigate others who are already enjoying a good time. It's just like me, you know, I don't really like oysters or something like that. I'm not a really big seafood person. I dislike seafood a lot. It kind of makes me sick, right? But imagine, you know, there are people out there who love seafood. So imagine me on a Saturday night going someplace and being like, anger music, hey man, why y'all eating that seafood, man? Seafood is terrible, man. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all could be coming over here to the soul food restaurant. Seafood! Like, white people would look at me like I was stupid, and then they would probably just keep eating seafood, if not get me arrested and kicked out. So when you spend your time hating on Kevin Samuels, albeit if you're hating in person, I see ladies hating on Tinder profiles, I see ladies making videos on TikTok. I mean, like, who can take you serious? Because you don't have the impact, right? Nobody will come and see you, Otis. Like, nobody will flood to your video when you're living and you can't even get 300 live people. You're talking about a man that has passed away. It can get thousands of people to give him money. He's not even here. That is how sad and pathetic most of y'all look as player haters. But I get it. That's what happens when you can prove what you're talking about. And I just want everybody to know that if you want to be successful in life, part of the hate you're going to get is for the fact that you actually get things done. You actually will show up. You'll take a risk for yourself. You'll put yourself out there, and that you'll be successful. Not everybody's going to like that, guys. But guess what? F them. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again.
Yeah, y'all gotta. Everybody, man. The Kevin Samuels collection plate still going around, dog. You said, why do you watch this person, aka why aren't you watching me? Yeah, basically. I mean, look, I like Tommy Sotomayor. I think he did evolve, but he kind of he didn't evolve in the way that I thought he should have. When people was like, oh, he doing OnlyFans, when people like, oh, he doing OnlyFans, I was like, what? Why? You know? I can't tell you what. Shout outs to my brother Walt Diddy. Walt Diddy, he in Thailand right now. I don't know, like, I don't know what he could have blown his money on, to tell you the truth. I have no idea. You said he's actually back on OnlyFans, but don't even people probably don't even care. Man, that's crazy. What's going on, UFO? UFO Kamikaze in the building? Yes, sir. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Tommy, man. I mean, I think the people do like him when he's talking about like you know, like women and shit like that. But where he loses a lot of people and where a lot of people get mad at him about is when he gets into politics. That's where a lot of people stop messing with Tommy, when he getting into politics and stuff like that. When he gets to the political talk and stuff like that. Even black people kind of, you dig? Who is this?
This is Jeremy Rogers. Not that long ago.
Oh, I never heard of Jeremy Rogers. Well, I'm about to go down this YouTube rabbit hole. And soon enough, Tommy, back in action, channels are going to get deleted. Yeah. He needed to use a voice changer. And he need to do his YouTube content with an avatar. It's common sense. What's going on, Aaron B? You said, and then Tammy didn't vote. Hold on, y'all. I was just watching something crazy. With Southside with Chopstar DJ.
It was so.
Hold on. Freshest, what's going on, man? He said hating on KS collection plate is the equivalent to hating on Ciara dress at this point. Yeah, I mean, you said a lot of black folks are ignorant when that's what I'm saying. A lot of black folks are ignorant when it comes to politics. That's why. But not even though. Even if you know a thing or two, even though the white folks start to side eye you too, even if they like you. The sad thing though is that a lot of white folks like Tommy. They like Anthony Bryan Logan too. I think Tommy and Anthony Bryan Logan teamed up before when Tommy was on his show. It's his voice. That's what I'm saying. If he went live without camming up, it's his voice. He got to get a mixer or something to change his voice. He got the equipment to do all of that stuff. Yeah, I don't know why he did OnlyFans. I would have fell back also. I'm pretty sure a lot of people at Soul Donation fell back. Yeah, and then he does porn with the same women. I mean, I can understand if you when you get offline and shit, you date sisters and stuff like that. I can understand if that's what you desire in your personal life, but to get on the internet, get on TV, not TV, but get on the computer and start doing straight up porn and talking cash shit about hoes and stuff like that. That goes to show that those are the type of women that he want. The same way a lot of these dudes in the manosphere are lying to y'all, acting like they don't want a Keisha when that's the exact archetype of women that they want. You did? Y'all just don't think it's true when somebody like me say it because it plays out slower. Like I'm 5 years ahead of everybody. I've been 3 to 4, 5 years ahead of everybody. Yeah, I think so too. I do every so often I sit down when Tommy talks about some political stuff because I may not fully agree with him, but he does give off a lot of mental chewing gum. And not even if he's one of those dudes that even if I don't agree with him, I still will listen to his opinion on something. You know what I'm saying? That's true. That's true. What's going on, Iori? You said right. Attention is priceless. Temporary attention means nothing. Yeah. But it's like attention is one of those things where it's like, yeah, it can be free, but not all attention is free. Single-handedly, to a certain degree, women have made attention synonymous with money. But in a fantasy world, it's like that. But that's not always what it is in reality. You know what I'm saying? So attention can do this, that, and third. It's also it's an all-encompassing thing, right? But it's also she got the attention of Russell Wilson. She got the attention of all 3 of her children. She got, you know what I'm saying? She living the life. And look at the tactics and stuff that she got to use is never enough. Just her being on the red carpet was good enough. But nope. Got to be on the red carpet butt naked. Yeah, mindset wise, they live like they in the 60s. The Zillennials talking about slavery and shit. It's like, boy, if you don't stop. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember Chris Ray Gun. Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Damn. Yeah, I saw some weird video where he was talking and he was like naked with some girl in a couple girls in a jacuzzi and stuff like that. It's like, I had higher hopes for him though, man. I'm pretty sure he got a reason why he did it, why he's doing porn, but nah, I'm good, bro. And then he got daughters and shit like that. Like, come on, man. His daughters got to hear about that. You a rich dude. You could trick and smash anybody you want to behind closed doors, man. Yeah, that's what I think. She's posturing, Tyrone. I lean towards that. I think around 2025 it's probably gonna go down, or maybe the end of the year. You never know. She's posturing. I know he wasn't too excited about that, but he's like, oh well, if it makes her happy, it makes me happy. He on that type of shit. And it's like, nah, bro. It don't go like that. Hold on. Make sure you guys like and subscribe on the way in. Please support tonight's show. Hold on, I'm doing a bunch of things at once. And everything's getting on my nerves all at once, too. So give me 1 second. What the fuck? Hold on. I mean, I don't think she probably is the label probably is trying to make her drop another album. I thought Russell bought her out of her contract, so but she probably still signed. But they sabotaging her career. And they sending her in the wrong direction, you know? All right, hold on, y'all. You said she went back. Well, she signed another deal. I hope she didn't sign another deal, because she'd be dumb as hell if he bought her out of a deal and she signed again. Now, like what Link said, if she is doing all of this to get some attention and then she drops an album, then okay, that makes sense. But, you know. You said it was a chick in the jacuzzi from the Netherlands. I don't know. It was a black girl and then it was another girl. It was a light skinned girl, I think, or a dark skinned girl. I don't forgot, but I ain't gonna lie. Like that was, you know, I'm not mad at the dude, but I just okay. Well, this is my bus stop. I got off. I don't watch Tommy no more. I wish him luck and success. You know, I still haven't watched him in a minute. You know, I'm a content creator. I don't really, between going live, living life, and doing stuff, I don't really have the time to watch other people do what I do. You know, that's just kind of how it goes. But you know, she's a product placement skit. Oh shit. Give me 1 second real quick. Speaking of music, we're gonna check out this interview I didn't get a chance to watch with Hit Boy. I think he was talking about we were talking about the other day how he did like a Kendrick Lamar kind of control type verse, and he damn near dissed everybody. Give me 1 second. Let's take a listen.
Many just like people like, man, what is Nas doing with this with Hit Boy? Like they think I'm just niggas in Paris, you know what I mean?
Give some advice on like how producers could step up their drum bounce from just the, you know, to with the 808.
I feel like the quicker I do beats and the more simplified they are, the more placements I get. Go play 20 songs on the radio right now, strip the beat off. That shit ain't.
You said Ciara don't know she's been finished. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, okay, like where did she think she left off in her career? She left her career. Her career was left on a cliffhanger. So she come back talking about some hey ladies and all this other shit. Like, what are you talking about? You said a lot of dudes start off relationships being the guy who accepts her just for being her, and it makes it difficult to introduce standards and boundaries later on. Yeah, like Russell tripping now, man. But they weren't into God like that anyway. There's a lot of people that, you know. Now, Megan Good and her man at the time, yeah, she don't have any directions. Being with Russell, she on autopilot. Now, Megan Good and her man at the time, that motherfucker was bringing that bitch to Bible study, all kinds of shit. She gonna have to run from God first before she can run from him. Now she fucking broke up with that nigga and started dating. She dating a gangster, some tatted up nigga that really, you know, that's just gonna smash for a couple of weeks and let her ass go. You know? So that shit was crazy, man. I mean, you know, Ciara Mowry, I thought she was graduating. What happened to graduation? She's still hanging around the family and shit like that, trying to get back in the house. Stupid bitch. And Ciara shit testing Russell. Okay, what can I do that's gonna be the last straw? There ain't nothing else for her to do. She already got kids. She trying to get them last few pumps in before she crash out. Trying to invigorate the independent women and shit like that, cause ain't no motherfucker that's in a relationship gonna buy her album. She gotta tap back into the other broads. Ain't nobody in no goddamn relationship gonna buy no goddamn Ciara album. When the last time you heard somebody say, yo, cut that Ciara on? she don't even realize that she like in music wise, Ciara's like 2 generations gone. The women that she's trying to sell that bullshit to, they don't, who are you? They don't even remember she can dance. They don't even remember Like a Boy. You said sister to turn her son into a son husband, man. Listen. Amber Rose trying to do the same thing with Bash. Shit ridiculous, man. It is what it is, man.
Ain't gonna work.
I do want to talk about Sicko Mode.
I added a bunch of like horns and the bass lines and synths, and Kanye stripped all that away and just kept the loop.
What's going on, Chris Trucker? My boy Hit Boy here. Shout out to my brother Chris Trucker in the building. He said, but they was mad at Future for treating her like she for the streets. Yeah, and that's the thing. Some women gotta be treated like that. You know? A lot of women, like there's women out here that if they got with a Russell Wilson, right? They will keep pushing and poking and prodding and pushing and prodding, poking and prodding to get Russell to react like Future. They will get with a nigga and spend the whole time trying to rebuild him into their ex. You dig? What's going on, Eric Bird? In the building? Right, UFO. And then you never know. Future probably already hit. He already was putting out records saying, I still smash on C. So you never know. Anyway.
There was so many just like people like, man, what is Nas doing with this, with Hit Boy? Like they think I'm just niggas in Paris, you know what I mean?
Give some advice on like how producers could step up their drum bounce from just the, you know, to with the 808.
I feel like the quicker I do beats and the more simplified they are, the more placements I get. Go play 20 songs on the radio right now and strip the beat off. That shit ain't gonna work.
I do want to talk about Sicko Mode.
I added a bunch of like horns and the bass lines and synths, and Kanye stripped all that away and just kept the loop in the drums. And then he was like, that's the beat. As a producer, like a real cheat code is...
All right, man, so welcome back to another episode of the podcast, y'all. So listen. A lot of LA trip going crazy, but we're gonna end this one with a banger right here, man. We got one of the legendary producers, man. This one's the OG, but also he's like the rookie of the year every year. Cabreja coming out with new shit, man. So it's an honor to have Hit Boy on here. What's good with you, bro?
Yeah, it was good with it. No, that's a good way to put it for sure. Keep reinventing this shit, but I definitely got the game from just being out here for a minute.
And we got Mimi in the cut. Shout out Mimi from Producer Culture. All right, so before we get to the interview, I'm just getting to some of these credits. So many goddamn credits, y'all, but the main ones, man, we got Travis Scott, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Drake, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, A$AP Rocky, Kendrick Lamar, Nipsey Hussle, Nas, Jeezy, Young Thug, Big Sean. I mean, the list is like goes on and on and on. Bro.
Yeah, for sure.
How does it feel to just have that many web of placements?
I mean, bro, it shit just like, I love the music, so it just be coming like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really do too much. I stay in my zone and just keep trying to elevate myself, and it just keep happening over and over. You know what I mean? It's a good feeling.
All right, so let's get straight into it, though. I do want to talk about Sicko Mode. First off, the song was fire. Really, I don't think no one really like covered like how that song came about. So like, kind of just talk about like your contribution to the beat.
Yeah, me and my boy Roger, we did the first part, like the part that Drake is on, and that's like really, it's like an extended part of that, but I never had a copy of that. Like Travis played it for me on FaceTime one time, but it's crazy because we made the first beat over here at the studio like 2015, 2016, and I had a session with Travis. I played him that beat, and he didn't end up doing nothing to it, but he called me the night that Birds in the Trap came out, because I had did way back on Birds in the Trap for Travis with Roger and with the homie C-Note. And the night that came out, Travis hit me like, yo, I got a session with Drake. And he was like, I need you to send me that joint you played me. And it was that first intro part of Sicko Mode. And shit, like the next day, Travis FaceTime me going crazy. He played me the joint over FaceTime and was like, yeah, this shit gonna be, you know what I mean? It's gonna be something. But they held it for like 2 years. Cause Birds in the Trap came out in 2016. So and Astro World came out 2018. So yeah, that shit was just a moment, man.
Yeah, that joint was fire. So it was Travis' idea to do the switch over to take his part?
Yeah, I mean, I literally just gave him the beat for the first part and he constructed it, you know what I mean? Did the session with Drake, he opened it up, came with the whole Sicko Mode concept from that part, and then they just built on it.
So I kind of like want to talk about like the basses that's in the song. So correct me if I'm wrong, but like in your part of the beat, I hear like 2 basses going back and forth.
It's a keyboard bass. It was something that Roger played, but I like rearranged it. Even the organs, he didn't play them how you hear them right now. Like I just like, you know, he played them and I chopped them up, rearranged it. I put like the second section as the first section and just did some different shit with it, and it turned out to be what it is.
That joint fire, like, that's one of my favorite. I feel like
a lot of people don't even be knowing on Astro World. I did Carousel too. I did that whole beat Dolo. You know what I mean? Like with Frank Ocean. I did that shit too. So like, just I was like a decent part of the Astro moment.
That's album fire. Ready for Travis to drop the new one, bro. Like albums like that, it's like, feel me? It changed the whole sound of the production with it.
For sure.
I feel like the biggest question, just going off of that, is like drum bounce. Like, how do producers give some advice on like how producers could step up their drum bounce from just the, you know, to with the 808?
Yeah, man, it's crazy because it's like, you know, we just in a different era right now. I mean, you got your music that's creative and that's in its own pocket, but then a lot of the popular stuff is just like the more simple shit. So it's like, I feel like kids is kind of getting conditioned to be like, this is music, you know what I mean? It ain't really. So it's like, if you do love the music enough to want to explore and do that shit, then you got to really just like explore, bro. Have fun. Like, don't get caught up in that trap. Don't get caught up in that, oh, everything gotta sound like the top of whatever playlist or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like, have fun with it.
So you definitely like, what's a genre? You did like country shit yet?
I've like messed around with it, but I ain't never had nothing like come to full fruition and just come out.
What's the most like unorthodox like beats you had to do as far as like genre?
I did 5 songs on MIA album. You know, she like super abstract, different artists. I did this was like 2011, 2012. I did like 5 joints on her album. So that was super interesting sessions, you know what I mean? Like she in a whole different pocket, whole different bounce, and the way she write her music and just let that shit flow. Like, you gotta really be coming with some abstract different waves.
So like, just looking back at all the songs you had, what would you say is like the most significant record to you?
Most significant? One of them is Racks in the Middle for sure, you know what I mean? Just like seeing that process all the way from start to finish, being there for every part of every change. Like, he was doing all the vocals at my studio, so you know what I mean? Like, I heard every part, shit he went back and changed, shit that he took a minute to like get right. Like, I just was there for the whole process, so that shit meant a lot.
I heard you in one of your interviews say another one was Ultra Black.
Ultra Black for sure, yeah. I mean, that jumped off like me and Nas working. Like, that's the first single we dropped together out of our 4 albums we've done. So that shit's super significant.
Kind of like, just talk about like the concept of Ultra Black. What was the meaning behind it?
I mean, it's funny because we always going through heavy times. We got the situation that just went down with the police brutality and all that. So it was like when the George Floyd stuff was heavy and it was people looting over here where we at, like by Melrose, and just like burning shit down. So we just like wanted to make some celebratory, like, you know, a lot of people make like black songs and then it'd be like heavy, sad. It'd be like, you know what I mean? Like, we wanted to make something that had a bounce to it and just like had a good message.
So we did a Mike and Keys interview yesterday, and we was kind of just talking about like West Coast culture. You feel me? Like we in Atlanta, so we don't really know too much about West Coast culture, but there's a lot of messages that come behind the music. Just kind of talk about like the culture itself in LA.
I mean, it's a rich culture for sure. You know what I mean? You got your different areas, different sections, like everywhere, but it's just like the melting pot just make it what it is. Like I was just in the House Party movie, my boy Calmatic, you know what I mean? I think he from South Central. Just like for me to see like these I mean, I knew Tyler the Creator when he was young, before he was on. I knew a lot of these people, and just they always had just that LA about them, but like it was just something that's just like elevated, you know what I mean?
So I kind of want to go back. I remember when 21 said something. He said something. He didn't mean it in no disrespectful way to Nas, but he said something, and then Shade Room just took off with it. And then like a couple weeks later, Nas and 21 drop a song. And I
Yeah.
feel like even producers could relate to that because like it's be a lot of bullshit between the young generation and the OGs, but the OGs could definitely school the young generation. And of course, the young generation, like hip hop, is ran by young people. You
Yeah,
feel me?
I mean that's what we gotta learn from each other. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You can't ever get caught up in thinking that your way is the only way because you gonna see some shit that you ain't think you was gonna see. Like, I mean, like it's gonna be artists that pop out that's like, damn, I didn't even see that coming, and you got to be open to it.
That's fact. So like, just kind of like break down how did your relationship with Nas start?
It started like 2013 for real. We had a session. It was a vibe. We was just like didn't record nothing, but I was playing him beats I was making for him and ideas. I had did some like just like a bunch of shit that I just played him, and he sat there listened to everything, and he was like, "Yeah, we gotta lock in," and nothing ever came about. Nothing ever came from it at the time, and it's crazy. Actually, before that, I did a session with Frank Ocean. This right after Watch the Throne came out. Did a session with Frank Ocean. We did a few ideas, and one of them, he was like, "Yo, I'm about to have a session with Nas. I'm gonna play him this hook over this beat." And Nas actually fucked with it. It was a song called "No Such Thing as White Jesus," and it's like a whole thing online where, because I had lost the drive that Frank vocals was on, so when Nas wanted to use it, he couldn't even use it because I didn't have. You know what I mean? I didn't have Frank vocals, and I ended up finding that drive, then lost the shit again. It's just a crazy story, but that was the initial connection was through Frank Ocean, and then we linked up, played him ideas, and at the time nothing just stuck, and I reconnected with him through the homie Double. Double was in the studio with him, and I think the homie OG Parker, and I saw that on the story, and I was like, man, you should have Nas slide, bro. I got some shit for him, and he pulled up the next day, bro, and he just been locked in with me since then.
So being that you work with Nas a lot, what would you say are some beats that complement his sound?
You said beats?
Yeah. What type of beats
I
complement
mean,
his sound?
shit, you gotta listen to the last 4 albums. That's like joints that I feel like I'm really making for Nas, you know what I mean? But just like not stuff that he's done already. It's like it's his pocket, but I try to just bring what I do to it, you know what I mean? Update the sonics, update the pockets, the bounce, and just let him still flourish in what he do.
So what did you have to change in like your production process to complement those albums?
I mean, really just, I wouldn't say change, but just like, just studying, you know what I mean? Studying his era a little more, because I'm from the West Coast, Nas from the East Coast, obviously. And, you know what I mean? That could be a barrier, but I just went back and I studied, listened to his albums, like really like just dove into the stuff that people love from him and just like try to take some of that and mix it with what I do, man. And we 4 albums in, so it's like that's like 54 joints in 2 years. You know what I mean? Like it's just like we in a groove with it.
Nah, like something I took from this LA trip because Kenny Beats spoke on it in Mike and Keys. First, Kenny Beats was talking about like really learning your artist, like learning the culture of the artist, learning the language of your artist. It's just more about the sound. And then Mike and Keys was saying like just really learning what goes on in the session and stuff like that. And it just makes me feel like the younger generation, especially like our age, could take from this because we do a lot of, oh, I like this, let's copy this. And exactly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Copy this without throwing our own foundation and sound into shit, you feel me? So when like you and Kenny Beats and just OGs come in and they be like, nah, we take our sound, we take what they like, and we throw it in together. That's like real good advice to the community.
No, 1000%, bro. Like shit, yeah, just even with that, you know what I mean? Like, I work with Nas, it'll literally just be me and him in there. I'm doing the beats, he doing the rhymes and shit. And then certain times, a lot of times you work with younger artists, they gonna pull up with 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 niggas with them, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm really here to do like my job. And some people flourish in that. And it's like, I've worked plenty of times. I had my own sessions with a bunch of people in there, but when you really trying to cultivate something special, like you gotta protect that space and that energy. So that's why I feel like me and Nas can flow like this, because it's really most of the time just us in the studio. It ain't no bunch of outside opinions and, you know what I'm saying? People just like throwing off the zone we in, throwing off the vibe. It's just like, bro, we gonna do what we feel was really inspiring us. Like if we not looking at each other and having that face like, oh, this shit hard, then we got to go back to the drawing board and we keep that as the base of everything.
So can you talk more, like, can you expand more on like connecting with artists and like how you build your connection with artists?
I mean, I feel like, man, for me, my shit has always just been organic. Like I connect with who I connect with. I don't connect with everybody, you know what I mean? But the people I do connect with, it's just like I feel like it's bigger than even just the music. Like, you know what I mean? I could sit there and talk to them and we could have a real conversation, and then that rolls over into the music, you know what I mean? Like I'm real close with Dom Kennedy and one of the best song makers in my opinion. And just being able to be around his energy and learn from him. And I look at Nas the same way. Amazing songwriter, amazing song maker. Like that shit just like, I don't know. It's just like, you gotta take advantage of the moments being around that level of artistry.
Have you ever had like a situation where like you run into an artist and you try to like shoot your shot or say let's work, but it don't really work out in that situation? But like, let's say like a year down the line, y'all end up working together.
Plenty of times, yeah, plenty of times. And honestly, bro, as a producer, like a real cheat code is having an artist that want to fuck with you. And if it don't work out, it's so many times I didn't book the full session with somebody, sat there, cooked up, made a beat, they didn't pick it, and then a whole nother artist end up getting it, bro. Like probably like 3 to 4 joints that Kanye hopped on was like beats I made in the sessions for other people, but I took that inspiration and I took that moment to like be like, okay, I'm about to deliver for this, and then it just like end up becoming his own thing later.
That's facts. That's hard. I fuck with it. So going back off of Nas, main question that producers want to know, like, where's your go-to to find samples?
Anywhere, everywhere. I mean, we in the new age, bro. I'm coming straight off YouTube. You know what I mean? Like real heads might be like, nah, you got to hook up a record player and do all this, but it's like, you know, that's cool too. But however you get it is how you get it. Like, I mean, I got years and years, bro. I still got all my sounds from like 06, 07, maybe. But I got sounds from 03 in my computer, bro. I started making beats in 03. Like, you know what I mean? My first CD I had, I got those sounds still. So it's like just collecting over the years. And then sometimes I might be on YouTube. I might be anywhere and just hear some shit. You got Shazam now. Like, you know what I mean? Like you in a store, you hear something, pull a phone out, see what it is. It's like I'm wherever I can pull inspiration from, I'm pulling it.
All right, so going into the DAW, when you're chopping samples, what's your favorite sampling tool?
Either if it's not Fruity Slicer, I use FL Studio. Been on FL since 2003. You know what I mean? And I use the slicer, or I just throw that joint right on the grid, bro, and just go in like and just chop, just cut, move stuff, and just get it right in the right pocket.
So, you was about to say something?
No, you go ahead.
Oh, okay. Can you just talk on the importance of sampling and like how sampling has changed from like back then versus now, and what do you think are some good methods of sampling?
I mean, I feel like just speaking to hip hop, like that's a big part of what hip hop is taking inspiration from other stuff and making it your own, you know what I mean? And yeah, just like how.
Yeah, getting back to what UFO said, yeah, that shit would have been crazy to hear like the full version of Sicko Mode. But Drake been flipping like that too, but to see what Travis did with it, you know. Shout outs to my boy Chris Trucker. He said Kuda would say my sound is unique. It sounds more like would you say my sound is unique or it sounds more like someone else? Nah, your sound is different. I mean, especially the stuff that you were playing like a minute ago. What I would say though, it's the same thing like what me and you were doing, like the stuff that you did with the beats and the loops and stuff you were using. I would say I would have done the same thing. You know what I'm saying? The way I agreed with the way that you went about looping certain things, and your sound selection is good. You know, that's something that's very underrated. What sounds you're gonna use to to put with what you're doing. I would say that you're more textbook, and I'm kind of textbook like that also. But then again, I've read and I studied a lot of sampling before I even jumped into sampling and got good at sampling. So all I could say is I kind of knew what type of sampler you were, like where you are with your sampling, that you're intermediate, you know. I would say I'm kind of intermediate also. Where what I mean by intermediate, what I mean by intermediate is that we'll take a loop and use a certain loop and then add some drums over it and use something else as a lead, or we'll take it in a different direction, or we'll cut up certain parts of it and kind of switch them around and rearrange them. That's still intermediate. What I would say is advanced is like the stuff that Jay Dilla and the stuff that like hold on y'all, the stuff that Jay Dilla and like the stuff that Kanye does, where they'll take like really many slices of just bits of sounds together and then re-put them together and play them like an instrument. But you know it's the same song, you know. I don't think we gotten to that point yet, which is no problem with that. But I say that we're good at textbook sampling, and I would say your sound is unique because you will pick certain. You're good at picking certain sounds that mesh well together, and you're good at putting them together and making a beat out of them. You know what I'm saying? And you work with a whole bunch of different types of sounds. So that's why I said, you know, it was really good. You know, I don't think you sound like anybody else. I don't think I sound like anybody else. But I think I think some of the best things to do is to ask other producers, even though I mean I'm still learning shit. I think the best thing to do is ask other seasoned producers and ask like your audience and stuff like that. So I would say put more content up on your YouTube and then ask them, and then I would like to see what their answer is. You know, that should be interesting.
Is more so like, you know, people was trying to find that soul or trying to find that groove or whatever. Now it's like you got a billion loop makers, you know what I mean? Like that's the new sampling, like motherfuckers looping up or chopping up somebody sent them, and you know that's just is what it is. That's the era we in.
So we got this, we asked the community for some questions, and we got a fan question here. He says, on records like Legit from KD3, you sampled the 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah.
Was that your idea or Nas' idea?
That was my idea. I just love that movie. My family always play that movie, you know what I mean, since I was a kid, and watching it, loving that scene, and just like really looking it up and realizing like, damn, nobody ever got this off. Nobody sampled this. Like that's unbelievable to me, you know what I mean? And just when I looped it up, and it's crazy because I had chopped that up around the time when we did shout the homie Duke. We did the Easy joint for Game and Kanye. And so like me and Kanye was in communication. I was sending him ideas, sending him beats, and that was a beat that I chopped up. And I sent him that first part. It didn't do the transition yet until later on when it became a KD3 record. But at first it was just that chop, and I hit Kanye like, bro, you gotta hop on this. Didn't do nothing with it. Then I played it for Nas, and he built it out and turned it into what it is.
I kind of want to get into like the politics of sampling. So, like, how much percentage do these, like the people who own the masters of the sample that you're using, do they?
It varies, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the worst thing, it's like even more than somebody taking 100%, like it's them denying it. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, damn, if you get a hard ass beat and then the company don't want to clear it for whatever reason, somebody passed away or whatever, it's like a lot of stuff you got to deal with, because these artists is some from the 50s, 60s, 70s, not even here no more. So it'd be hard to track people down. You can't get it done and you got to remake it. I mean, that happened to me a few times, like where I had to remake joints, like the first King's Disease. Like I think like 3 samples came back like unclearable. So I had to emulate that feeling, but give it my own spin.
So there's a lot of new producers that don't necessarily know how to go about like clearing the sample. Can you break down that process?
I mean, it's people who do that. You got to just reach out to them people that's really in that field that really lock in with that. I'm literally in the middle of it right now, like just reaching out to people that's what they do.
All right, so someone asked you in the older interview, how would you describe your production style? And you said, my style is not having a style. I could do any style. I could do any lane, and that's why I'm not burnt out. I feel like this is a good topic to talk about because you know, especially me as a producer, like I want to aim this year to be versatile. So kind of like just give the community advice on how to expand out their comfort zone.
Man, I go back to what I was saying earlier, just like exploring with this shit, having fun, experimenting, trying different genres, trying stuff that usually wouldn't be your go-to. Cause I feel like, you know, speaking from personal experience and just seeing like patterns, like people getting to that pattern of like, okay, a lot of stuff could start having that similar groove or that similar, using that same kit, you know what I mean? Same kick, clap, snare, whatever. It's like you got to be able to take something that's not even a snare, make it a snare. Like take something that's not even a kick, make that a kick. Try different shit that just like elevate what you do and make it unique. It's about being unique for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your sound selection, like just some of the drums you be using, like you dropped the drum kit before? Or you
never dropped the drum kit, but it's some online that motherfuckers didn't fake put together. So that's funny. But nah, I never dropped the kit, not yet.
It's something that you plan on, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean when the time is right, for sure. I'm still in this thing, bro. I'm still moving. Like I'm still like, and I still got like, you know what I mean? I just got the OG old school mentality, bro. Like I'm trying to be the illest still, you know what I mean? Even though I feel like it ain't really that no more. Everybody gonna have their space, have their zone, like, but you know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm trying to go crazy every time.
I fuck with that. Everybody, like everybody that come on, they stay, like they act like, oh, like this a new day. You feel me? I got no placements. I'm still grinding type shit.
Oh yeah, nah. I go in the studio every day like I ain't done nothing, and I feel like that's why I'm able to keep doing this shit, keep my name going, keep my placements going, whatever the case is. Like, cause I approach this shit like it's my first time making a beat, and then once I get something, then it's like the technicality side of everything kick in, and it's like I can do the professional part. But when you first creating, you gotta just be having fun with it.
So let's get back for the younger people that watching and they don't really know about the come up. Let's kind of like go back in there. So kind of just talk about like where you from and how you got started into making music.
Yeah, I'm from Pasadena / IE. I actually lived in Pasadena longer than I lived in the IE for real, but I claim that so heavy because, you know what I'm saying, I like that was like my teenage years. That was like a lot of placements I got. Like I made Niggas in Paris, I made Backseat Freestyle, Goldie, One Train, all them at my mom's crib in Fontana. You know what I mean? So I started going by Tony Fontana, like Tony in My City on some Tony Montana shit. And my uncle did music. My uncle was in a group. My family, you know what I'm saying, just always loved music. And when I was 18, I met the homie Chasing Cash. We started doing our shit together. We both signed to Polo to Don. And when I was 19, I moved to Atlanta to rock with Polo. Like, you know what I mean? I had never lived in another state or nothing like that. But I just took that chance, you know what I'm saying? And moved to Atlanta, locked in. He had a studio situation where me and Chase could work 24/7. He was bringing in writers, publishers was bringing in writers, bringing in artists, and I got to really just learn the game. Like that shit was priceless, you know what I mean? Everybody had they moments, they feel ways about people, they feel ways about the game, but at the end of the day, like I got to really learn some professional shit being around Polo, you know what I mean? He was killing the game like on a different level, so I just got to really see what it really is.
So what was when did you first learn or start making beats, and what was your learning process like in FL Studio?
The kid that I was in a group like 2002, 2003. He made all the beats, and I always thought the program FL looked like just like some video game shit almost. You know what I mean? I was heavy playing video games, and I just was like, yo. I hopped on one day just messing around. He was like kind of showing me how to like move around with the patterns, and I just like, yo, this shit fun actually. Like I want to do this. So I was like 15 and I've been on FL the whole time, seen from version 3 all the way till now.
Do you play any instruments?
I play keys enough to make beats.
So kind of like you had mentioned your uncle earlier. So kind of like talk about his impact on like his music impacting you.
Yeah, my uncle Rodney, he man, the whole lifestyle, bro. He had it all, you know what I mean? Like from the music, his group had hits, they had the style, they were some of the best performers ever. And I just got to see all like studio sessions, video shoots at like 4 or 5 years old, watching this, and it's like, I don't know how I'm gonna be a part of this shit, but I know I'm gonna be a part of it.
So let's talk about Surf Club. How did Surf Club start?
Surf Club, shit. We was just young kids, like 17. Me, the homie Chili Chill, BC. That was like the original three that it really, really started with. And then later on, I met Stacy, I met Chasing Cash, G Rye, all of them, Kent Money. But the original three was us, you know what I mean? And it really was. It didn't even start on no music shit for real. It just was like we was young and felt like we was some wavy niggas, you know what I mean? And just ran with it. And my boy Chili Chill, he started just like saying the song, like saying the name in some of his songs, and then we all just adapted and just kept just pushing the brand.
So kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna go back, but like, run us like, what was the hustle like on MySpace selling beats back then?
Man, that shit was I wasn't even, I don't know if I was looking at it like let me sell some shit. It was more about like the exposure. Like it was like, okay, I see what's going on now. Like people tapping in and it's a real community. So I would just like update my page all the time. Like I would just like make remixes of songs that was out. I would make beats and just be like, I'm about to put this joint up. And it just kept getting more and more people, requesting me, fucking with me. And that's when I met Polo. I forgot what beats was even on my page at the time, but whatever was on there, he like was hitting me up like, yo, this shit hard. He whooped, and he ended up probably like a couple months after we tapped in, he ended up giving me like 13 racks cash, and it was for some beats. He was like, give me some beats, whatever, I'm gonna give you this cash. And we worked out a situation. This was before the pub deal even, like, you know what I mean? He just was rocking with my beats. So he like paid me for some beats. I don't know if he wanted to use them for his artists, because he had Zone 4 at the time with Rich Boy, Kerry Hilson, but he copped some beats off me, bro. And I was like, yo, that's like the most money I had seen. I was 18 with like, I had like the little 13 racks, and I'm like, psh, bro, I gotta do this shit for life.
So talk about some of the first artists that you were working with.
Man, it was out in Atlanta. We was really working with a lot of writers. One of the writers was Kerry Hilson, who's also an artist. So we got to just see it at a professional level. We was able to go around, like, cause we lived in Atlanta. We used to go to DTP studios and see Luda, see 2 Chainz early. Like I had a relationship with 2 Chainz in like 07. I used to feed him beats. He just like, right. He just rocked with me. So I just worked with a lot of people. The first placement I ever got like on paper on a professional like label was a J-Lo placement, for real.
Can you talk about how that came about?
That was through my publishing company, and the songwriting team that Kerry Hilson used to be a part of was the Clutch with the homie JQ and Candace and a lot of them. So the publishing company published both of us. They got us together. They wrote the song over the beat. They pitched it to J-Lo, and her album was basically closed, and she heard the song. It was like, oh, I'm gonna cut this and put it on the album. So it worked out like that.
Yeah, that's dope.
All right, so let's jump a little bit to 2011. You end up signing with Good Music. So kind of talk about how that came about.
Man, that was a crazy time for real. Like I had really kind of just moved back from Atlanta, probably like a year and a half, 2 years before that, and I just was back to grinding, like thugging at my mom's crib or wherever I could be to just do my thing. And the homie hit me up and said that Kanye cousin Ricky was like trying to get a hold of me, whatever. He wanted some joints for Kanye, and I just thought it was whatever, niggas just talking, and it just ended up really working out. You know what I mean? I was sending beats, I was sending packs. Like I kept loading the homie Ricky up with joints, and he was like, yo, I'm playing these joints for Ye, and he fucking with him, but he ain't found that one yet that he gon', you know what I mean, go in on. And then he ended up hitting me like, yo, Kanye got a Christmas song to one of your beats. And it was a Christmas in Harlem joint. And from there, it was like 2 months later, I flew out to Abu Dhabi, went to New York, was just like running around with Kanye, locked in, making songs.
So what did you learn working with Good Music, and how did it help your production?
I learned, man, that you gotta have your thing together, man. Like you gotta really be moving at a professional speed and a professional level, because you'll get left behind quick. Like you gotta, like, that really showed me like, oh, this is the top level. You feel me?
All right, so let's talk about Niggas in Paris. I was like 12 when that shit came out.
That's crazy.
I remember watching that shit on what's the shit called? BET 106 in Park. But yeah, just give us like I know you ain't got the screen in front of us. Kind of just give us like a beat breakdown of that record. Also, shout out to Mike Dean on that too. Bro, went crazy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, shit, bro. Just that was me just having fun making beats at the crib, and really, I said this on the Rap Caviar podcast, but it was really Bangladesh who inspired the bounce on that because he had the snare going constant on the 4, and I just was like, I kind of took that shit. You know what I mean? I just like that shit was ill to me, so I took it for a part and combined it with that 808, and then I just had that. I think G Ryan might have gave me a pack of sounds. I will always trade sounds with different producers, and you know what I mean. That's just how the game go. That was just like a loop that G Ryan had gave me, and shit, I threw it in there and then added. I had a bunch of other instruments that I added from my Phantom. I think I had an F6 that Polo gave me actually. I added a bunch of like horns and the bass lines and synths, and Kanye stripped all that away and just kept the loop in the drums. And then he was like, that's the beat right there.
Damn, that's
the synths was probably crazy too though.
The beat sounded big, but it's like he wanted it to just be like, you know, more simple. And that taught me a lot, bro, because even threw it in there and then added. I had a bunch of other instruments that I added from my Phantom. I think I had an F6 that Polo gave me actually. I added a bunch of like horns and the bass lines and synths, and Kanye stripped all that away and just kept the loop in the drums. And then he was like, that's the beat right there.
Damn, that's
the synths was probably crazy too though.
The beat sounded big, but it's like he wanted it to just be like, you know, more simple. And that taught me a lot, bro, because even early in my career, me and Chase, we used to make beat after beat, just going in, and we would have sessions with writers, artists, and they would be like, yo, this shit is amazing, but it's too much going on, you know what I mean? It's like, and that was a true testament to like, damn, one of my biggest songs ever is one of my most simple beats. Like they stripped away all the extras, and that's something I still hold to this day. Like I feel like the quicker I do beats and the more simplified they are, the more.
UFO Kamikaze said, found an extended version of Sicko Mode intro that's close to what should have been. The Drake with Drake, the sun is down and it's cold. That's how we already know. Winter's here. My dog will probably do it for a Louis belt. That's just all he know. He don't know nothing else. I tried to tell him. That shit fire. Yo, Hit Boy's a beast, bro. That's what really got me really into making music like that. When he was telling a meme that he had, we was talking about what Polo the Don told him. So hold on, y'all.
More placements I get.
That's so crazy because in the Boy Wonder interview, he said the same thing. Like one of the most important lessons that he learned was that less is more.
Yeah, exactly.
And okay, so you said that Bangladesh like kind of inspired the Niggas in Paris beat. So let's talk about like some older producers that like, you know, kind of inspired you.
Man, all type of producers, man. From the R&B side, like Babyface, Teddy Riley, Underdogs, a lot of people. Obviously Kanye, Timbaland, Pharrell, Neptunes. A lot of people, man, for sure.
So let's get into some of the new releases you have coming out. So you got a song called 2 Live with Offset, 2 Certified, Avelino, Tony Fontana with featuring Currency, Corsa with Dom Kennedy. Let's get into those.
Yeah, I mean, that's just where I'm at, just like expressing my own perspective on shit over the type of joints that I really feel in my soul, and that's just what it is, you know what I mean? Just like having fun with it. I always made my own music, been dropping my own projects, dropping my own songs, and now it's just like I'm just being more consistent with it and having just like the most fun I didn't have with this shit.
Like I said earlier, bro, I'm fucking with like the producers, kind of really pushing, dropping their own songs and stuff, because we really know everything. We know the music, the groove.
Nah, for sure.
Everything.
We have for the song, bro. Even though we don't get treated like that for real, you know what I mean? Like, go play 20 songs on the radio right now and strip the beat off. That shit ain't gonna work for the people, you know what I mean? So it's like that's what we gotta do. Like niggas like Metro, all the homies who just like pushing this shit forward and just like taking control of the producer space, like that's what it's about.
All right, so we're gonna get into like the producer. We call it producer nerd questions, but like the technical questions now and
Yeah.
stuff. So first question is, what's a production tool that you gotta have no matter what?
Production
And when I
tool.
mean production tool, like a VST.
VST. I mean, bro, a lot of my EQs I just use straight FL stock shit for real. But Omnisphere, obviously, that's you can get anything out of there. You know what I mean?
What's your
Baseline.
go-to in Honestphere? Like, what's your go-to bank in there category?
I mean, the sound I would probably say I use the most is that like the green, that Taurus bass. Like, you know what I mean? It just got that texture to it.
So you did records like Selena Gomez, Good For You, and Ariana Grande, Better Off. What was the process of making records like that? Like that style of sound is completely
Yeah.
different from like, regular beats that you make for, rap artists.
Right, but like I said, in 07, my first placement was J-Lo, so I already had that trajectory in me. It's like, it's the same with, when we first announced that we was doing the Nas album, it was so many just like people like, man, what is Nas doing with this, with Hit Boy? Like, they think I'm just niggas in Paris, you know what I mean? They think I'm just the club guy, like when it's like, nah, like now we 4 albums in and you understand what's going on, but it's just the same with that. Like, I'm just a music person, bro, like, so whatever I make, I'm gonna try to make it fit and just cater to that artist the best it can be. So as far as them 2 songs though, that was just, they reached out to me and wanted to lock in, and that's like shit, that's the best thing you can ask for. It's like them sending them unsolicited beats, like that shit do and can and will get you somewhere here and there, but like really having an artist that wants to lock in with you, that's where you want to get to.
So kind of like go back, like I know you talked about it a little bit, but just kind of like break down what was your learning process like, because you know how to play keys, and then like you're very versatile. Like your first placement was J Lo. You got pop records. You could do R&B. You could do trap. So like, what was the learning process like?
Now that I think about it, it's kind of like I learned that by.
What's going on, K Dot? You said peace. Did you see Vincent LeBron, the racist YouTuber who bashed black men while defending black women? No, I have not. No, I have not. Fill me in. What's going on with him?
Just like being a copycat. Like I was like literally trying to make beats that sounded exactly like Timbaland, sounded exactly like Kanye's. I went through my phase of making beats that sounded like Pharrell. I went through my R&B ballad phase trying to copy the underdogs, and I feel like that's probably what clicked in my mind to where like, okay, I can make this fit in any lane, but it's like I had to develop and just keep locking in to make it my own thing, so you wouldn't hear it and think that, oh, he just copied this other producer.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. A lot of niggas, they always talk about how they like remake beats and shit. I never did the remake shit, bro. I don't know. I just don't know where to start. Like, how the fuck do I find this?
Yeah, no, I never
sound?
really did remakes, but just like put my own twist on what I thought, it was supposed to sound like.
All right, so the next question is, what is your top VSTs for making melodies? I already know you said Omnisphere, but what's some other couple?
Omnisphere, Trillion.
Trillion. I ain't gonna lie, gang. Them niggas sleep on Trillion, bro. I just got Trillion like 2 years ago, but bro, y'all sleep. Trillion got like the best
for
bases.
sure. They got crazy basses. I mean, every sound, every type of sound. Bro, I can't even call it. Like, I don't use a whole lot of shit. You know what I mean? I keep it simple.
Now, you did talk earlier about using the Phantom. So, like, is there any kind of like analog gear, hardware, synths, or workstations that you went to?
Yeah, nowadays it's more so like working with a keyboardist who might have a rare keyboard. Like, that's how the Sicko Mode shit came about. Like, Roger had just got like a crazy keyboard that had different sounds in it, and that's how we was able to just like cook up. So it's like, I mean, I'm open to exploring with whatever, but I mean, I ain't really got a specific thing I could say.
For sure.
One thing I'm also noticing, y'all, is that a lot of these new producers, not even new producers, even producers that's been around. He said he was on Fruity Loops since 2003. A lot of them really don't know how to play music. Like, a lot of them don't know music theory. A lot of them haven't really journeyed too far outside of it. A lot of them are still new to music. It's funny, and they been in the studio every day and using plugins and stuff, That dude's new on YouTube. He's married to a black woman, oh, of course. And, of course, his black wife was laughing at him roasting black men. talking about them in the yeah. I mean, women take on the ideology of dudes that they sleep with and stuff like that. So those was his sentiments already, and you know, he feel like he got a queen. He feel like he got an ace in the hole when it comes to black people and black men. So it's like, okay, well, look at how I'm treating my black queen. Why can't y'all treat her the same way? As if a nigga treating her the same way gonna get the same treatment and shit like that. So it's like, yeah, I don't even waste my time with them stupid ass niggas, man. I don't even know the nigga. I can tell you exactly what the fuck it's about. You know?
I ain't gonna lie, I be trying to get like the sim sauce from niggas and shit. I just got into it like 2 years ago, so I been trying to get like the sim sauce. Yeah.
Working with a keyboardist who might have a rare keyboard, like that's how the sicko mode shit came about. Like, Roger had just got like a crazy keyboard that had a, you know, different sounds in it, and that's how we was able to just like cook up. So it's like, I mean, I'm open to exploring with whatever, but I mean, I ain't really got a specific thing I could say.
For sure, for sure. I ain't gonna lie, I be trying to get like the sim sauce from niggas and shit. I just got into it like 2 years ago, so I been trying to get like the sim sauce. Yeah, yeah. You into like compressors or like guitar pedals, any shit like that?
I mean, just like the VST joints, just like regular guitar stuff that you could throw on instruments and give them that texture. But like I said, bro, I keep it real clean, simple. I use straight stock FL EQs and reverbs and shit for the most part. I mean, obviously, you put it in Pro Tools after FL, so we gonna sauce it up more. But I keep it simple as possible.
Yeah. So you got like a secret like stock underrated plugin. I forget. I know Metro was saying Flex Go. There was another nigga that said something. Who was it? Was it Boy Wonder or something? He was saying something. And
I
was
think
like,
it
what
was
the fuck
Boy
is
Wonder.
that?
I don't know, bro. I'm so random with this shit, man.
Yeah,
like
I
I
feel
literally just pull up something just to give me a different perspective. Like, oh, I ain't used this one, but it's like I don't even be deep diving in this shit for real.
But like when I was just the other day when I was like listening to your songs and stuff, there's one song that I kind of like really fuck with the piano. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Dreezy.
Dreezy.
So the song is Real Ain't Real, and like on the keys, you can hear like this like saturation shit. Like I don't even know,
Right.
it's like distortion. So it leads me to ask like, what's your favorite VST when it comes to like manipulating or flipping the sound?
I mean, bro, shit is simple as like RC20 or like a tape cassette type thing, and yeah, just like I just be exploring till it just hit my ear the right way.
You said, and a black dude was on his panel debating him. I think he missed the mark. Dude was showing him too much that white women and black women are slick. They're like Taz and Nyla 2.0. Man, look. I mean, it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, number one, they're dumb as hell for getting on the internet. So that shit ain't gonna last long. You know what I'm saying? Any couple that really get on the internet like that and really that's their shtick, put a timer on their relationship. You know what I'm saying? I know you didn't mention any kids. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know if they got kids, but that shit ain't nothing, man. You know. It's good for entertainment though, but it ain't about to do nothing, man.
Be like, I be the type of nigga to just click until it just sound right. You know what I mean?
Okay. I get a new VST nigga. I don't even look at the knobs for real. I just go to the preset, hit them arrows to that shit like sound fire.
Till it sound right. I always been that type of person.
So like earlier we was talking about drum bounce and we were talking about how less is more. But on songs like Respected with Big Sean and Thug, when you listen to that song, the drums are like, I don't want to say they're too busy. I mean, they're busy. They're not, they don't have as much space as like, you know, like niggas in Paris.
Right.
And it just shows like you could still have busy drums if you have the right
That work.
artist.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like
And
talk about that.
just making the sounds work. You know, even like I said, I come from just like overcrowding the beat. So like, you know what I'm saying? That's like a thing that I can do, but just like making like now versus it being kind of all over the place, I'll just make shit really work together and make it sound like it's supposed to be there.
So as a professional in this industry, like what do you think some mistakes are that upcoming producers make?
I would say just being too in a rush to just be a part of the industry. You know what I mean? It's like when you nice, they gonna come to you. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta put your best foot forward and you gotta learn how to be a people person and be out there. But at the end of the day, if you got some ill shit, somebody gonna find you. You know what I mean? And you gotta just like take advantage of every opportunity. Like me, I was like anywhere I could be, like playing my beats, I would be playing them. Like I remember being like 17, going to studios. I couldn't even get the studio. So I'm in the lobby on a DVD player with a CD playing my beats, hoping somebody walk by and hear them. You know what I mean? Just like take advantage of every opportunity you can to just like be heard and just make sure you ready.
So what are some challenges you faced as an up and coming producer and how did you overcome them?
I mean, I would say like probably a lot of stuff a lot of people went through, just like trying to navigate, trying to figure it out. And mostly I would say the business side, like, and that, that I feel like I could take my own advice. Like, I wish I had somebody to like guide me and just like to know that, if I'm nice, I'm gonna end up in the right place. And then sometimes you gotta take that leap. You gotta go through certain shit that you gotta go through to get to the other side. But a lot of stuff can be avoided just by being patient and just like by really believing in yourself.
So while you speaking on the business, can you just give I'll say 3 key advice for doing good business in the music industry?
Man, pay attention to everything that's in the contract. Don't just like sign, when they say, okay, yeah, it's cool. Like, make sure that you know what's going on depending on the situation. Like, make sure you got an exit plan. Like, make sure, okay, after a certain amount of time, if this ain't working out, you're not happy, I'm not happy, it's not making no money, I know how I can get out this. Because, I personally ended up in a deal where I'm still in the deal now since 07. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's too long, bro. That's too long. And I'm just now getting to the point where I'm going to be out that deal, relatively soon. But still, for me to have made some, big records, been on big albums, been a part of, historical moments of music, and to still be stuck in a deal, I didn't make sure I had an exit plan, but I didn't know that back then.
All right, so we're going to switch it up. We do got a couple more fan questions. I guess it's more like story time.
Yeah, this shit crazy. Yeah, I saw Jessica X was live yesterday. That's what's up. You said, I like the title of your video. That's a good question. How much attention is worth these days? I've always wondered that. Yeah, but, even to women, though, and men, and men. I was really talking about Ciara. She got everything she wants or wanted. And I understand, too, as like an audience, or as like I understand that not everybody, like what people see on camera is not the reality of how people are really living and stuff like that. But honestly, how much is attention? I mean, Tia Mowry left her husband for what? Attention. Megan Good left her dude for what? Attention. Ciara showed up butt naked on the damn red carpet for what? Attention. So how much is it? How much is it? Is there a price on it? Is it free? I think it changes daily, I think it changes definitely daily. You did. So I got, I'm sitting here also multitasking. I'm working. I'm finished writing the rest of some of the book that I'm working on. Running this live stream and actually listening to this in the background, And it's pretty interesting, I'm gonna make a drum kit very soon, So I definitely would like you guys to stick around. Make sure you guys like and subscribe on the way in, and definitely please support the channel. You guys can support the channel by hitting this Cash App right here or the one right there, and definitely definitely gonna be doing a series of live streams within the next couple of hours. I'm just multitasking right now, listening to stuff and answering the questions in the chat and stuff. So hopefully you guys are finding some value in today's show. So we're gonna finish the conversation soon. This is almost done. Give me 1 second. Let's go.
They really want to know a story about something. But one person said, I seen you cook up at Conway Studios. That's a legendary studio. Elton John, Stevie Wonder. He asked if you got any crazy stories about that place.
Man, I mean, I brought up Carousel earlier. We was working on Astro World, and that was the first time I heard Sicko Mode put together. Travis played me because at first I had just heard my part. Then he was like, "Yo, peep this." He played me. It's like, "Oh, it's this shit switch up twice. Like it's on some other shit for real." And we had a session with Frank Ocean, and we did the Carousel joint. So I was just going through joints, and then it was just that moment that just like they both clicked. Like Frank and Travis both was like, "That's it," and they just stood up and they literally did this Carousel and bro, 20-30 minutes max. You know what I mean? That was just an ill moment.
All right, so another one is, can you describe your experience at staying at the Mercer Hotel and working closely with Kanye during the Watch of Throne sessions?
That was unbelievable. You know what I mean? That was like, wow, like this the big leagues for real. Like, and I just was taking in so much. It was from the lifestyle shit that he was on, like seeing him get fly, seeing him make the music, seeing him interact with people, like just like somebody I had been idolizing for so long, embracing me. Like I remember one time, Kanye gave me some samples he wanted me to go chop up, and like it was like Jay-Z in the room and some other people. And he basically like tell Jay-Z like, watch how quick this nigga do this shit, because I guess like FL was a kind of a new thing to him, like as far as just like a younger producer just knocking shit out fast. And like literally maybe like 8 to 10 minutes later, after I went back to the room, he hit me like, "Yo, you supposed to be back over here already." So it's like I just was like, "Oh, this is like, you got to be on that time, and like you got to be really ready." Being in New York, being around everybody from Sean he was working on his first single, My Last, with Chris Brown. I watched like him coming to play the final mix for Kanye and Kanye approving it. Like I was in there for that. Being around Cudi, like I said, locking in with him, doing shit. We end up doing records that end up coming out down the line on some whole other shit from those sessions. And I did Pusha T, My God, in those sessions. I worked on a couple like songs for John Legend that came out on his album back in the day. I was just doing a lot, and I was taking advantage of the opportunity that was right in front of me.
Can you talk about like Kanye's energy? Like, what do you think makes him such a timeless artist? Like,
cause he don't spare nobody feelings. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, if you're not,
that's a fact.
if you're not, cause he don't spare no.
What do you think makes him such a timeless artist? Like,
cause he don't spare nobody feelings. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, if you're not,
that's a fact.
if you're not on his wavelength and you're not moving with his tenacity and how advanced he is, then it's just like it's not gonna work out. You know what I mean? You want to elevate. You got to be elevated being around a person like that.
Y'all remember that meme, bro? And it was doing Donda. The engineer came late. And the nigga, he said, "Go find,
let's go find God." Yeah, nah, he that's really him, bro. Like you gotta be working on 1,000 to be around, people on that level, and it just taught me like, bro, this shit is real. You know what I mean? This shit is really real.
Now, since I'm looking at the credits, I totally forgot about this song, but I remember like I'm probably like 15 when this shit came out. Let's talk about Trophies by Drake.
Trophies, yeah. That was ill. That was supposed to be on Nothing Was the Same, man. It was a whole thing, like, you know what I'm saying, where like him and his whole team definitely like told me that shit was going on the album, and I was like a little upset after it didn't make the album, but it came out and had his own moment, so it was ill. But shit, bro, just like even that, I had went up to Toronto, like Drake flew me out there, man, straight king levels, you know what I mean? Got to see like how he moved. Got to see him locking in, and nothing else came of that shit. But we ended up putting Trophies out, so that was ill.
So before I end it out, I just want to ask you one more question. So talk us through like the process of Click. Like, did you know all of those artists was gonna be on it at the beginning, or like everybody just added on?
Nah, Click. I think I've said this before, but that started out over a beat that I did for Dom Kennedy. This song called CDC with him and Casey Veggies. Sean somehow, I think I had sent the beat to Kanye before I did the song with Dom. I didn't know that Kanye was fucking with that beat till like later on down the line. So I'm in the studio, they pull up the beat, and I don't even say nothing at the time. Like, I don't even tell them like Dom got a song on this shit or nothing. They just vibing on it. And literally Sean just started saying that Click line, you know what I mean? He went in on it, did his thing, and next thing you know, that shit was matter of fact, I had to tell them, I'm like, yo, this beat already got released. So we flipped it. It was like that bass sound was like a bell. It was like a different type of sound, and we just like kind of half-timed it and made it a bass line and kept the same drum vibe, same drum damn near sounds, and turned that shit up. And I put that African voice that's in the back, you know what I mean? It's kind of sound like hiccups or whatever. Like, it's like, yeah, I had found that, and Kanye was going crazy over that sound, and that was just ill. I ended up hearing it because we did that shit. We started it in London. We all went on a trip over there, locked in. Sean did the hook. Next thing you know, months later, I was working with Beyonce. I was out there in the Hamptons, locked in, working on the Beyonce album that came out in 2013, and I just heard the song playing crazy, so I ran in the studio, and it was Ye had pulled up and was playing the song, the final mix for Hove and B, and I was like, oh, this shit out of here.
I ain't gonna lie, gang. LA got how many years? You over a decade.
Oh no, for sure. Me, my first placement was 07, bro. Yeah, me, that's 16 in.
So like, to end it out overall, like, what are your thoughts on hip hop and rap today, and like, where do you see it going in the future?
It's crazy because, you know, a lot of people just, I feel like every era has had something to complain about. Like, I seen a interview when Tupac was damn near dissing MC Hammer, you know what I mean? Like, it's you always gonna have your music that fits that criteria, that's for the general public, that's not really for, I would say, the music lovers, but just for the average person who just might want to hear a song in public or some shit. So you always gonna have that type of sound that's just like kind of disposable. But yeah, I just kind of lost my track of mind.
Where do you think that hip hop is going in the future?
Bro, but that's what I was about to say. I want to get back to that. Like, I was gonna say like how it's just like always gonna be kind of about the younger generation and like the general public. That's who's gonna run them numbers up, run them streams up, go like, you know what I'm saying? It's like not too many people that, not to say it's not too many people, because it's a lot of motherfuckers that love music, but not everybody love music, you know what I mean? So it's like you gotta just have your areas in this shit. You're gonna have a high elevated shit, and then you're gonna just have music that somebody just so happen to get lucky with a hit. You know what I mean? So you gotta just be open and just accept what's going on.
So I know that's an ending question, but we always ask this.
I was gonna say, before you end that, can you just, what does being a producer mean to you?
Being a producer to me is just like seeing the whole vision, like from inception to the final product, and being a part of that, making sure that you can do more than just make the beat and drop it off. You know what I mean? That's why it's like people don't even know, out of the 54 songs that Nas dropped, I probably engineered 50 of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like really sat there, recorded him, punching him in, doing, you know what I mean? It's just like beyond just like the beat making shit. Like, and that makes me a better artist. That makes me a better producer. Like really being in the trenches with him.
Hold on. So I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know you engineered.
We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that. We gotta go back a
sure.
little bit. So, all right, boom. This is real good. I like that you said that, because now we could talk about mixing. All the producers. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, nigga, I know you level beats. You feel me? That's the main thing for producers. But kind of just talk about some like advanced mixing techniques for producers that's looking to improve in their mix for their
So
songs.
I didn't mix the songs, but I recorded his vocals. Like I tracked his vocals, you know what I mean? And got it to a place to where it was, you know, the engineer could see the vision basically. That makes, like my boy David Kim, he mixed every album for me and Nas. He mixed like 95% of my shit. So I just kind of like it's like a perfect triangle offense. Like me and Nas get in there, do our thing. We get it to sounding the illest it can sound just between us. And then once we hand it off to David, it's just like, it's there. But, you know, just like that shit is important, man. Like to just be more than just a beat maker.
All right, so get some tips to recording engineers that's watching. They intern in their studios right now.
Man, you gotta really read the room and know what you're dealing with. Know the type of artist, know his mood, know what, you know what I'm saying? Just like know how quick you need to be when you need to breathe for a second, let him get his thoughts together. Like you gotta really read what's going on with the artist.
All right, so just off of you saying like you're recording artists and stuff, it shows like, 'cause you don't have to do that, bro. You already was like well known, established, had your years, had your flowers and awards. So that just shows how hands on you is with an artist. I just always want to revert back to like just building and like true, genuine relationships with artists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like the last question I want to ask you is give producers advice on really just grinding with an artist and coming up with an artist.
I mean, that should take a lot, you know what I mean? It take a whole lot, but just as far as that, you gotta believe in motherfuckers, man. I met so many people before they was really like, even bro. I met Drake in I think 07. It was 06, 07. He came to the studio. I was just telling you about me and Chase had when we moved to Atlanta. I remember Drake coming through like completely different like person. Like he like So Far Gone wasn't coming out for another 2-3 years at that point. So you know what I mean? Just like I could have been like nigga. I mean, and I did have a relationship with bro like a lot closer than we are now. We was like talk damn near at least once, twice a week type shit, sending him beats all the time at that time. But, you know, just like really kind of knowing that you don't know who the fuck is going to be next. You don't know who going to be that person. So like, you got to just treat everybody with that respect and give them like as much as you can on the musical side to just like really build. I seen Travis, that nigga, man, I watched bro literally from first time, like not even, I wouldn't say it's his first time in Cali, but you know, when he was really getting out here, getting his feet wet out here, like I knew bro, the nigga even had no hair at the time, you know what I mean? Like I knew him bro since then. I knew Frank Ocean first placement was on me and Chase and Cash beat. It was a Brandy song called First in Love. That was his first like industry placement, you know what I mean? So he wasn't even an artist then. He was just writing. So it's like I watch niggas and it's like sometimes I think about, you know, and I'm cool with niggas to a certain point, but it's like maybe I could be cooler with niggas if I thought about it at the time. It's like these motherfuckers could be the next Jay-Z's and Kanye's and shit like that. You don't think about it at the moment, but like if it's somebody you believe in and you think is dope, like just take them like fully serious.
Yeah, it'd be perspective. I think like your ability to build relationship with artists like contributed to your success like majorly.
No, 1,000 for sure.
But bro, we just want to say, man, appreciate you for hopping on here. I've been saying this shit all goddamn month, but like, I really appreciate when like producers like y'all who would go to the platforms like Breakfast Club or DJ Academics, like y'all super producers. You feel me? So when y'all come to a little platform like us in the hip hop community, that means a lot to like me type shit.
Well, y'all pushing this shit forward, man. I'm seeing y'all clips just as much as whatever podcast. So you know what I'm saying? It's respect. Yeah, just keep going crazy.
So man, well that's a wrap, man. We still in the LA trip. We going strong right now. You feel me?
Yeah, it ain't even Grammy Sunday yet. It's still Saturday.
Yeah.
Y'all got time.
But we see y'all later, gang. That's a wrap.
All right, and look, wow, right? I thought I had it plugged in. Nope, my USB cable wasn't plugged in. It got unplugged. Look at that. Look at God. Well, listen, my little light died. I gotta run and put out some more. All right, this sucks. All right, look. Shout outs to everybody here. I guess make sure you guys like and subscribe. Support the channel on air. Support the channel off air. Is much appreciated. Give me a couple hours, y'all. I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Stay on this channel. There's some content coming out in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Some good pre-records, all right? So y'all be safe. Like and subscribe. It's Player Talk Radio. Give me a second. We'll be right back. Peace.